funny story that actually, Fennec. See, we make a lot of fun of eating pancakes, and all based on a very funny story. If I do say so myself. But have you checked what the Discord channel is called? Have you checked the name of that? The Discord channel is old. Older than, well, yeah, I think it actually is older than the joke. Or, well, older than the story from which the joke spawned. And I don't know, look, when I made I have, and every time I see it, I do a double take. Okay. Excellent, excellent. But that name came around before the story, before the pancake story. And I don't know how to feel about that. That kind of shit is weird. It kind of weirds me out, when the cosmos just sort of aligns. The planets are, standing on a neat little row in the cosmos and well, I guess it's what Jung called. Fuck, Jung had a name for it, didn't he? Not confluence. Not serendipity, but I guess that would be a appropriate term for it. Your reptilian brain knew what was what it was doing when it named that. Yeah, apparently it's like, you're not gonna get this now, human, but you just wait like 5 or 10 months, and it's gonna be real fucking funny. All right, so check this out. IHOP. And it's just stuck in there. And I think I put it down as a placeholder. I figured, I'll change it when something relevant comes around. Plus one for using the Disco Elysium voice. Oh shit, right. That's what I did. See, I don't know where me begin and pop culture ends at this point. It's all one mishmash, but I guess I did. Hi, it's Sebastian's amygdala. How are you doing? Did you turn off the stove? Man, we need to play that game. I need to play that game on the channel, but we're not doing that tonight. We're playing South of Midnight. We're not doing Disco Elysium yet, but we will get there eventually. Don't you worry, none. And we're not gonna hear more from Lindberg's amygdala. I hope. Let's make sure that voice box gets blown out real early. Fair. I mean, it's not. We're not in Undertale territory. But, I did do Undertale, and that absolutely crushed me. Holy fuck. There were some bad voices there. The Papyrus one was the worst, I think. Holy shit, I did not feel... Now, my throat was absolutely host after those streams. And now I understand there's a new one that supposedly I should play at some point. I forget the name of it, but, the follow-up of Undertale. Deltarune, yeah. Yeah, there we go, Fennec. Yeah, I don't know anything about it really. Like anything. Other than its recurring characters. And initially I figured that, I mean, I wasn't that sold on Undertale. It was interesting in parts, but I don't understand. Well, that's not fair. I did not have the same kind of experience that I think a lot of people had when Undertale came out. I think Undertale was one of those games that was a formative experience for a lot of gamers, and I've said this before, right? Repeating myself. And revisiting it like 10 years after, I mean, I was a pretty jaded gamer when it came out already, and no less so now than then. And it just feels like, yeah, sure, it's a generation's first postmodernist work. But I don't see how you could evolve while still keeping to the formula of a new game, which I guess would be an interesting conversation in and of itself. How do you do that? Let's see here, Fennec. I'm not an Undertale guy myself, but I see it has like 98% on Steam, so gotta be pretty decent, right? Again, I understand why people are so infatuated with it, even though I personally don't agree. You're right about Undertale, but it also becomes much more interesting and impactful on subsequent playthroughs. It does the meta commentary extremely well. I see that argument. Understand that argument. My body cannot sustain this channel becoming an Undertale channel. I'm too old. I can't do that. I can't keep doing those voices. It just doesn't work. And I absolutely understand that, but on the other hand, I don't think this format, what I'm doing here on the channel, gels with exploring Undertale to its extremes or its fullest context. Um, and I'm not sure that's a. I mean, there's a greater conversation there, right? If you design a piece of media, and maybe gaming is unique in that aspect, that there are design avenues in gaming that could not just make consumers benefit from a rewatch or a replay or a reread, but you kind of have to do reconsumption of the material to get to the meaty core of it fully. And I wonder if, I mean, sure, people say, and I do that too, rereading certain novels gives you new insight into it and all that. Sure, absolutely, but it's the same material. Movies as well, it's the same material. And considering games can sort of morph a little bit with each subsequent playthrough, I suppose gaming is uniquely situated to perform that task. But then again, is the story or Hmm. I was about to propose the question that does the story benefit from that, or does it detract from the quote unquote integrity of this story? But I guess the story is not the point here. The experience is the point. Which, fair. Me as an author, of course, I'm going to be all focused on the intrigue, the story, the narrative framework of it. But that's not what consumers care about. Well, care, but bunny ears on that one. They care about the experience of it. And if the experience is fractal in a way, then I suppose that can only benefit the consumer. There's no downside to the consumer, technically. There's no downside to the experience, because you can cut off whenever you want, and if you want to keep diving, you can just keep diving. So for you, it's only benefit. Whereas from a creative standpoint, it makes the whole product opaque. And from a literary science standpoint, it makes it absolutely unmanageable. Which is interesting. And that's a conversation in and of itself, but I don't know how we'd get to it other than, just a pre-chat on stream. And see if I can, oh yeah, ain't no way. I also wouldn't want Undertale fanboys becoming the main audience. They tend to get passionate. ... passionate. And I say this is an Outer Wilds fanboy. Yep. Right? And we all have our bayonets to bury. I don't know. That simile kind of got away with me. Anyway, welcome everyone to this here little corner of the universe, the internet, and all things Twitch, where we try to apply literary criticism to the games that we play, or literary science, really. We do close reading, structuralist analysis, deconstruction, anything that we can really get our hands on to try to make sense of maybe not so much what the story of a game is, but rather how it's being told, how it functions, how it all fits together. We do this work not just because it's fun, not just because it elevates the media, both of those things are true, but more importantly for my own solipsistic wants and needs. You see, narratology and storytelling are not just near and dear to my heart, they're sort of my stock and trade, because I'm an author, I'm a writer. I've been a novelist for the past 10 years, I've written 9 books in that time. Kind of seriously started on the 10th, by the way. And I started streaming to promote that work. Most recently, you could read me in The Patchwork Sovereignty. This beautiful piece of literature can be yours. It is a noir thriller set in a post-apocalyptic Nordic folklore verse, which can't tell you how excited I am to get this weirdness out into the world. I think you should check it out. The book itself, think of it as a low fantasy folklore version of LA Confidential or Chinatown, something along those lines. please do check it out. It is available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print on demand copies, but if you need any help finding it, there's a handy dandy linky down below. If you want to read something more or something else of mine, why don't you check out The Last Box, cyberpunk thriller about the spontaneous eruption of sapience in a random slug of gaming code on the people who were unfortunate enough to have to try to reconcile with that fact. Also think it's rather good. You should check it out. It's also available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print on demand copies, but if you need any help, there's another handy dandy linky down below. There we go. So yeah, I did a little bit more work on the 10th. It's planning process still, but the planning process is going really well. I'm figuring shit out by leaps and bounds. Every time I sit down, I feel like I solve a new puzzle with it. And I think it's going to work out real neat. I'm a little bit concerned that it's going to be a little thready. Is that the term for it? It feels like there's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes. And there are a lot of, well, not a lot, but there's like a handful of threads that are going to run parallel to one another. And I need to figure out how I'm going to knit them together. Because what you tend to want is, if you have several threads in a story, you tend to not want them to be isolated from each other. You want them to have crossover. You want them to have thematic and pacing harmony between them. It is sometimes what I call making all the moving parts fit together, so that they don't detract from one another, reinforce one another instead, and that they don't steal each other's thunder. They sort of, it's essentially making a symphony. I mean, theoretically. Not that I've ever made a symphony, but I think the analogy stands. And you, yeah, it requires a little bit of a delicate touch. And I think I am poised upon the precipice of actually writing out a chapter listing of it. Which is not necessarily where the rubber meets the road. That is obviously in the first draft writing, but it will concretize a lot of the work. I'm a little bit scared of it too, because once you start setting it down, once you take it from the ephemeral and put it onto paper, even in a planning stage, you take all that potentiality and make it mundane, dare I say. And that's a little scary. But I should get on that. I should get on it this weekend to actually start doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna look forward to it. I think it's gonna be a good one. Either which way, that's not what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're playing more South of Midnight. It's a good one. It's a really good one. We've had so much fun doing this thing. It is an absolute fucking delight. The music's fantastic. The pacing's good. The characters work. They're not the deepest wells, but they don't have to be. Again, it is so framed in folklore and fairy tale that the characters have plenty enough emotion, drama to them, and cohesivity? Is that even a word? I don't think it is. It should be. It can be. No, it is. Cohesivity. Cohesion, I suppose. That they just fucking work. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, we met up with Huggin' Molly. We kind of raged a little bit at her because we've been told that she stole away Mama, and that's a problem. Huggin' Molly tried to put on a puppet theater for us to tell us what had happened. We kinda teenaged a little bit on it. We table flipped and started throwing our fucking shockwaves around. So we kind of scared Huggin' Molly, and then found out that Mama was there and webbed, and then we got real mad. So we beat the shit out of Huggin' Molly. And then we realized that Hug and Molly's been helping kids. She had, well, technically stolen them, but with Mom's help, and she saved Mom and tried to keep her alive and tried to heal her. So we felt bad, and then it turns out that Bonnie sent us here to beat the shit out of Molly so that she could steal Molly's baby maker. And now we just sort of dropped that line. Now we're in the deep. We're essentially at the start of Dante's Inferno, where he finds himself halfway through his life on in a deep dark wood. You know, that midpoint where you have to find yourself. And we find Honey and a big Naga lady in the swamp, and I think we're gonna let baby Honey and Mama Fish lady find each other. Let's see here, Fennec. Stories told in that way when done well are some of my favorites. The moment where everything finally comes together, and it can be really powerful. Must be really difficult to orchestrate well, though. Yeah, I mean, it becomes increasingly difficult the more threads you have that you gotta connect. Um, I think any story worth its salt should have at least two or three. Otherwise, it feels a little bit underworked. I guess those threads could be different things. Those threads could be different things. I'm trying to think of simple linear progression storytelling that is just about one thing, and I'm thinking about things like Waiting for Godot that I absolutely adore. That is essentially 4 hours of nothing happening. But you still usually have a lot of symbolism at play, right? You have a lot of analogies, symbolism, you have similes that are conflated into the rest of the storytelling. You have mini threads that you can pull on. And I think it's hard to look at a story as anything other than a fairly no, even our fables, even our bog standard fairy tales usually have that, even if it's undercurrents. And what you could look at it, at least to some extent, when you lift those threads up and let them be not separate but parallel storylines, are essentially just lifting that. Whether or not that's really difficult, I mean, it's not. Um, I suppose that's what you compare it to. The more lines that you have, the more difficult, obviously, it gets. I think I have done it. Maybe not so much in the last box per se, but I think I did it in the Patchwork Sovereignty, considering. I mean, when you have point of view characters, when you have several point of view characters in a narrative, like George Martin's Game of Thrones, for example, it's a low hanging fruit as an example. That becomes almost natural, where you approach each character's storyline or point of view as one thread, and then the rest of the world sort of happens around those threads, and each thread is just a perspective into the rest of the world. I mean, that is technically the same thing, right? Um, I would argue that may be a little bit easier because then they are sort of distinct. Then you're technically working with not just different threads, but different intrigues as well, right? Progression of events. You're sort of putting several progression of events next to one another. And so long as you have your head on straight when it comes to the timeline and the consequences for the different threads, that becomes fairly manageable. But when it's all on one intrigue line, when those plot lines are essentially juggling balls, and one character or one perspective needs to keep in the air, it becomes more difficult to separate them, but also easier for you to conflate them, where they sort of start bleeding into one another. and you need to put a little bit of work into making it feel natural and reasonable that one character or one perspective would have to suffer through all of that nonsense. Um, I mean, it's it's more difficult than brushing your teeth. I don't know. I don't know, man. I like to hope that I can manage it, though. I like to hope that I managed it with the patchwork. I like to hope that I managed it with the ninth Little Tyrants. Still not probably gonna see the light of day in a few years. Still, at least 2 years. And I sure as shit hope I'm gonna nail it here with the 10th. I hope. You know, the hardest one of those, Fennec, if you're still listening to me just soapboxing here for the past 20 minutes. Oh shit, we need to start playing the game. Um, the most difficulty I had managing that was actually a short story. It turned out to be a pretty long short story. It's like 70, 80 pages. And it's still not up anywhere. I will eventually publish it as part of the anthology that I'm sort of low key working on. But what I want to do with that short story was essentially I want to depict one evening in a pub from the perspective of the pub owner. And all the little fucky things that sort of happen in your periphery and the politics and the climate in the city, which this pub in Begafucked, how that all affects the little events in these creatures' lives, these peasants' lives. And I wanted to have all that crystallized into one evening and depict a character sort of juggling that in a diplomatic manner, sort of turning problems into solutions for other problems, that kind of thing. And the pacing over the course of that, I mean, it's a long short story, but as far as one narrative run, it's not that long, 70 pages. I mean, it's not a novel. It's halfway to a novella. That was really difficult. I really needed to, essentially do the thumbtack and red string approach to it to see what affected what and when I should have each event and shit. That was rough. I remember planning that. That was a rough one. It was a fun one, but a rough one. As well with pacing. The pacing was difficult to get right. Anyway, let's leave off my soapboxing and instead get into the actual game of it. Yeah, shall we? I bet your sound channels are gonna get fucked up now that I plugged in the controller. It always fucking happens. Where are we? South of midnight. Game. Do I have that toggled on? Yes, I do. Excellent. Let's see if that was my original thought. It's the pacing that seems like it would be the most difficult to manage. When to check in on which thread in a way that feels natural and keeps the overall story flowing. Yeah, yes. I wouldn't dare to say the most difficult to manage, but it's definitely one of the more difficult parts. I find, at least personally. Yeah, it's one hell of a thing. And again, the tighter the scope, or the tighter the perspective, the more difficult it gets. Because with the slimmer the scope and the slimmer the span of the story, the tighter the pacing needs to be. That's both the beauty and the difficulty with short stories. The pacing needs to be fucking on top of its game. As opposed to a long, 1,500 fucking Robert Jordan novel, that can essentially throw pacing out the door. Almost completely. Which he does, which is not great. Well, it can. I shouldn't say that it can throw pacing out the door, but it regularly does. So if you're reading one of the Robert Jordans or the Brandon Sandersons of 1,000 pages novel, you will find that the pacing sort of just paging J.R. Tolkien. Dr. Tolkien, pacing in R4 has gotten completely unwound. It's your fault, right? Yes, it's his fault. But yeah, I feel also that people don't consume that sort of material. Fuck your pacing. Here's a 4th-page long travel song. Dude. Have you read Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged? It's a piece of garbage when it comes to pacing. There's a 70-page philosophical treatise delivered as radio monologue at the end. No, I would never subject myself to that. I read the Silmarillion though, so I clearly hit myself. Yeah, there you go. It is so fucking dumb. That is by and far the worst piece of literature or the worst piece of text that I've ever read. Not to say that it's poorly written, but it just, what the fuck were you thinking? It's not necessarily, poorly delivered, but again, it's the objectivist fucking nightmare speech. And it is so self-centered, and it is so self-obsessed to just have the fucking balls, the brass tacks, to just take 70 pages. 70 fucking pages! And that's still just like a 15th of the novel. At the very end, at Act 3, when the pacing and the stakes should be at their fucking highest, and just drag out your soapbox, stand on top of it, and fucking filibuster your way through the 3rd act. Like, what the fuck were you smoking? I mean, it's Ayn Rand, what do we expect, right? The entire fucking thing is self-fellatio. What would you call that? Autofellatio? Yeah, I like that. Autofellatio. Well, that just reminded me of the line from The Big Lebowski for some reason. You're not wrong, you're just an asshole. Yeah. Hi, Z! Can I get a shout out for Z? No? We have no one working? Hi, Z! Hope you're doing well! How did you manage to finish off the shit tier workday? Well, maybe not shit tier, but the unproductive workday. And I've heard word that you're hopped up on Red Bull, so we should beware. Sea Blue shifting her way into chat, yeah. Well, still unproductive. Oh, I fucking hate those days. I absolutely loathe that. I hate feeling unproductive when I should be productive. Why is this not working? Because I haven't activated it. There we go. Heard word, he said, like it wasn't me that told you. Told on myself. Fair. Yeah, a little birdie told me. A little C-shaped birdie told me. I literally have done shit today at work, and it's nearly noon. Aw. Well, I mean, it's almost vacation too, right? So, Anyway, we've been smack talking for 27 minutes, so let's get Crouton to where he's going. We're at a cool place. Where is this? Oh, heck. No, it's good. Oh, the song's really good. We're helping Honey find his mom. His mom is a big, angry Naga, effectively.
It's the blanket from the pattern. It's been here all this time.
And I do regret that we stopped right in the middle of this, but I just couldn't go long Monday. And things will get emotional real quick. So, buckle up, kids. Am I supposed to go here? Did I come from here? Is this special? Did we come from here? Kinda doesn't feel like we came from here. Have I got on the thing? I've got on the thing. Did we come from here? Kinda feels like we came from here, right? Lurkies! In short, while I do necessary chores, you do your chorin'. Oh, better get to chorin' then. Is this really where we came from? Where the fuck are we? I mean, we got from the boat. I don't know, man. I just work here. Fuck if I know. See, there are like 3 games you recently streamed that I have on my list to watch. The VOD on it. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been able to swing by either. It's been Neva, it's been Expedition 33. No, you couldn't tune in? Oh no! So what have been your favorites, Fennec? Not to steal Sea's thunder, but Neva we do have on the docket. Neva, Journey, and Unfinished Swan. Oh, right, I never watched Unfinished Swan at all. But Neva we got on the docket, and I mean, yeah, Journey was a trip. Journey is a trip, man. Is this the right way? I'm getting... Oh, that's the way we're supposed to go. Great. Which means that we can go here without... Wait, this is just back. This is just a big back, isn't it? We squeeze... No. That's where he helped us across. Okay, I'm just going big back, am I? I think I am. Okay. Huh. Yeah. Okay, so let's try this way then. What's over here then? You know what? I don't dare. Let's just go. We got the health uppy anyway. But yeah, we got Neva on the docket, but the next thing that we're gonna play after South of Midnight is gonna be Expedition 33. And I understand that C is all gung-ho about it. She's doing good work because she's not telling me why, but I understand that it's gonna be good, and I haven't been able to swing by Aziz either for that reason.
Dude, my legs are shorter than yours. Wait up.
Ooh! Hi, fish lady. Oh, the song.
Honey, stay back.
No! Never mind. Open up. Slumber, child, slumber. Ah! No! Horse cocks. Wait, what? There we go. Oh, shit! Nope, shibbity. Ah, fuck me. Can you stop doing that, lady? Please, no. Now stop! Holy shit, she's crushing us? We're getting crushed? No, no! I think we're getting crushed, chat. Naga is slinging shit all over the place, and we're getting crushed by it. Lady, could you fucking stop? Your baby's not in the goddamn mud. Please fuck off. Get splorb. Yeah, right? Get absolutely fucking splorb. Man, I want to play that game so bad. I just don't have the time right now. Oh, I don't doubt, Fennec. Are you gonna bow out of that? Because I have a nagging suspicion that I'm gonna be on Expedition 33 for a long while. I still don't understand it. I'm going to have to unless I play it by then. Yeah, I hear you. I think we're gonna start that in about
river will flow and the sun will shine, 'cause Mama will be there in the morning.
Came back, honey. I need to check out the rest of the boat.
She must have had something to do with the crash.
It's so good. I think we're gonna start with Expedition 33 in 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna hold off on it until I get back, because in week 30, not next week but the week after, I will probably have to, I'm not gonna be here on either Monday or Thursday. So might have to do a little hiatus from streaming, which, you know, like a 1 week vacation, I'm gonna have to just claim. Oh, I see it. I see the thing. So after that feels like a good time to get started on Expedition 33. I'm looking forward to it though. Not just because everyone keeps telling me it's such a fucking blast. Good folk. What is this? It's Mahalia. Good folks know to care for a wounded heart before it has the need of a weaver, and great folks can mend what a weaver can't. This is what the false stitcher who sought to steal my gifts couldn't understand. Oh, that's Bunny. We weavers don't bend the grand tapestry to our will, we weave only to mend its tears. But we can't use our gifts to mend of our own wounds. We must rely on the kindness of others for that. So Mahalia here is talking about precedent for people trying to steal the Weaver's abilities, which is exactly what Grandma Bunny has been trying to do. Oh, let's see here, Fennec. Maybe I'll check out Control VODs if I have to bow out during Clear Obscure. Oh, the Control playthrough was so good. Oh, yeah, you do that. Finally got around to playing that and Chants of Sonar recently. Yeah, I heard you got through Chants of Sonar. How did you feel about Chants of Sonar? Number one. And number two, Control's been on my radar. People have been telling me from people from disparate ranges of my life have been telling me that I need to play Control. And whenever I looked at it, I figured that, hey, it looks cool, but it looks like there's a lot of busy work to it, and it's just, you know, action segments. I didn't get the story appeal or the drama appeal of it. But I'm so fucking happy that we play that on stream. And that we got a recording of it, because holy shit.
False stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much about all this that I don't get yet.
Well, that's Grandmama. I've been playing Wrath of the Righteous on my own, and I'm running up here. I'm like, why are you not failing your perception checks? Either nailing them or failing them, either which way. Let's see if Fennec loved it. Though it took some turns I wasn't expecting. I think the last act of the game could have been done a little bit differently. I think I agree with you. I understand what it was trying to say. I just would have preferred that they did it slightly different. Still a really good game. Really good game. I think I'm on board with what you're saying. Devil's in the details, though. And I'm sure that you know better what I thought about the game than I do. Considering I seem to understand that you did go back and watch the playthrough of it. We did. Oh shit! My gamer senses were tingling there. Bingo. Floof! But yeah, that was a good one. Chants of Sonar was really neat. I'm also kind of curious about playing Heaven's Bolt, but I have unfortunately seen all of that, even though I sure shit won't remember it, but thus it's not at the top of my list, but it is on the short list, so, you know. I did, yeah. Seemed like you felt pretty similarly. Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna say I disagree with what they did, I think I would have gone a little harder with it, because I think...
How am I supposed to get this thing running?
I don't fucking know. Blast it, or something. But I did like where we got to with that read. Well, of course we're gonna send Crouton out, you little fucking weirdo homunculi. Don't ask us if this works. It is fairy tale logic. And Hazel is just rolling with it, which, you know, credit. Why is everything so fucking thorny, y'all? Yeah, crank it. Get it, Crouton. cannot get on this elevator. This is a death trap. Absolute fucking death trap.
Can you believe this still works?
No, I know. I actually. He said I cannot. I cannot believe it still works.
Okay, bottle's almost full. Just a bit more, and then I figure out this tank.
That captain's face is burned out. Or something. Shadowed out. Shaded out. My gamer senses were absolutely off the chart on that one. No. That's a big fucking wheel and a little chair. Really? That's much too small a chair for that big wheel, isn't it? There's some discrepancy going on in here. Or is that like a big hat? If you're a big boat captain, you need a big wheel? Maybe, probably. Is that a big wheel you have in your cockpit? Or are you just happy to see me?
Captain's log. That wailing, it's got to stop. Between my hardest working deckhands sneaking off to follow that uppity devil woman Mahalia, and my prettiest parlor girls jumping overboard to escape that monster's wailing, I'll have no crew left to service my beautiful, beautiful belle. I poured my life saving into this boat, and I'll die here with blood pouring from my ears before I abandon her to the river.
So she is an absolute actual siren.
They can't have her, she's mine. No one can sink my best girl.
Uppity devil woman?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he was captain enough to go down with his ship in the end.
So she is an actual absolute siren. Fun. Fun. Got any beeswax around? Need to pour it in my ears, in my ear holes. Oh, fight. Great. We need to heal first thing though. Hope it's not a big dude. They tend to give us some lumpus. You're just a regular dude? You're just a regular dude. No, surely. Boom! Headshot. Well, not quite. Untangle that bucko! Hey, buggo. Boom. Parry, kinda, sort of. Oh, what's going on? Little buggies? Little buggies on the hillside. Little bug ghost made of ticky tacky. Oh my shit, he came from behind. Iframes. Too early. Unfortunate. Unravel the boy. The boy. The boy. Oh, too early. Oh, fuck, I really host that. Can we get some friends in here? Can we get... Oh, I shit me in the streams. You're on my side. My side. Your side. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fucking it up. Oh, I see help. Need help. This is a little bit roughy. Oh, get fuck! He does that! Oh, I'm... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can we stop? Can we not? Can we all agree not to? I would love not to. Can we not do that? Oh, my fuck. Okay, we did. Shit. That's the first death? Oop. Chitty! Ooh, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I think it was, because I'm not seeing that before. Okay, come back at me, bros. That's kind of lenient. I like that. Fuck off. Fuck you. Ah, come on. Is that still up? No, it isn't. 19! Okay, untangle that fucker though. There we go. Boom. Ah, shittles. I heard him come. Why didn't you do anything against him then? Oh, good question. Fuck off. Untangle. There goes this tingy tangle tingle. Oh, what is that? Oh, just spawnies? Okay. Oh, no. I would love to untangle that. Thank you, sir. Jibbity, swammily woobity. You're mine. That's mine. You would work great for one of these bombs. Oh, he's gonna get Matty. Ooh, shitless. If you're not on my side, if you're not with me or against me. I only have 6 deals with absolutes. Oh yeah, but you're absolutely ugly there, bud. You're absolutely fucking grody there, bud. Okay, bugger off. Okay, we only have Big Boy McGee here, right? Oh, come on! Tracking, you horse cock. Got him. And untangle the tingle tangle. Last one? Potentially. Oh, is this the last one? No, I don't think it will be the last one. If it's the last one, I guess it's the last one. So what happened here?
But there was no baby left to be found. Not anymore. And the wail of grief that echoed through the swamp was so raw and monstrous that the captain ran the boat aground in his panic.
Sometimes I feel like I could tear the world apart too.
I do love the floral lace pattern. The doily pattern. I was just thinking about what there's a name for them, right? Doily. That's such a fucking word. Oh, here we go. It was the last.
I believe it's time we met vis-a-vis Hazelflood.
Oh, it's a fucking Ruga.
Yeah. Let's.
But on my fucking terms.
So soon.
That is definitely a Lua. Or something similar. Something akin to a Lua. I don't think I've ever heard vis-a-vis in that literal sense. I use vis-a-vis on occasion. Oh, shittles! I fucked it up! I poke you! Oh, really? Oh, second death, I guess. Huh. Well, here we go. Lenient respawn mechanics, I like that. That's nice. Which way's left? Alright, this is gonna be fun. Fucking thornies. Oopity. Keep running, currently. Where am I supposed to go from here? Forward? No, that's not it. Wait, where the fuck am I supposed to go then? That's the third there. Oh shit. Hey, fuck! Okay, I just said lenient respawn mechanics, and I guess I host myself doing that. Beep, beep, beep. Wait, what the? Why does the double? Oh my god, this is getting embarrassing. Do you use it literally face to face though, or more in a colloquial sense in relation to? Ah, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. No, you're correct. I probably do use it more as in a colloquial sense, as in reference to. Excuse the fuck out of me! I did push. Am I high? What's going on? I'm not gonna blame the controller. I don't think it's controller. I think I'm misunderstanding when I can do things. Like double jumping after I've done this, which apparently I couldn't do. And I thought that the only thing I needed to do to get into the slipstream was do that. Maybe I was out of it? Maybe I wasn't touching it. Yeah, probably. It's gotta be. But I don't really know where to go at this point. Oh, just... Oh. Okay. I guess. Sure. Alright. Bibbidi bobbidi. Wait, there's a bottle tree over here? There we go. There we are. And after that, we're gonna take the first break, actually. Once this has settled down. Let's hang those woes up on the bottle tree. Here we have it. Bottle tree got a...
He's headed for the tangle. Shit, she's here too.
Okay, sorry, but the ads are coming up, and I do want to take that ad break because I do want to go get myself one of the beers that I bought yesterday. Or the day before? No, was that yesterday? I think that was yesterday. Man, the days are bleeding together. Let's see here, Fennec. Do people actually enjoy platforming in video games? Is this just an elaborate shared Stockholm syndrome that game devs are forcing upon us? Fennec, funny that you say that specifically. I think beginning of last stream, there was one of those segments where, you know, you have to climb along a ledge, as opposed to, it was a broken bridge and you needed to climb along the rock, and it was just, okay, hold direction button that way, need to push X to jump to the next one, keep holding it, switch to up and push X, and you know, that bog basic standard directional gameplay. And we actually had the conversation, okay, so what benefit is this? Is this one of those vestigial parts that people just learned out of Tomb Raider and had just never gotten out of? We had the whole spiel about, you know, 80s and 90s anime influencing modern anime, but the modern anime makers don't understand what they're imitating, so it becomes essentially that thing when you're cloning a thing and the intent of the thing becomes lost in translation, becomes lost in reconfiguration or in progressive repetition, you know. I know a lot of us grew up with that sort of stuff since the old game system couldn't handle much, but man, I'm over it. I'm glad I'm not alone. No, it's worthwhile pointing it out, I think. I think it's really easy to fall into that headspace where you're just regurgitating the old things that you know without understanding why you're doing it. I think most people do that. Most people are just regurgitating what they've been trained with, or what they're habituated to, regardless really of field, or if we're just talking about, you know, bog standard communication interaction. People don't tend to consider the things that they just do for rote. I mean, that's why we call it, you know, going through the motions. We keep doing that. And so too in art. We most definitely do it in art. And it's always worthwhile, I think, to re-examine that, to ask ourselves, why are we doing this? What benefit is it to us? What benefit is it to the art? What does it mean? And a lot of people just forget that shit. But before we get further into that conversation, let's take the break because it is running up on us. So chat, in a little over 3 minutes, I will see you back here again. If you get ads, tough. If you don't, you're going to get some sweet tunes out of that So Mac Daddy that I made for us. And other than that, I will see you all here in a little over 3 minutes.
Come viewers, take a seat. You never know who you'll meet. Stay a bit and have a read. Let J.P.S take the lead. Whether it's my books or one of my poems or games and story, you've come for glory.
Let us dissect this plot. Let us discuss the protagonist. And if we can't cope with it, skita idibloskopus.
And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism.
Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or three.
Thanks for the song, Mac Daddy.
Let me rate your game's toilet. Is there light and TP? Crowbar smashes TNT. Why do all these bottles scare me? Signalist is in demand. See me return to the Oberdin. Take Max Payne by the hand and catch me in Morrowind. And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism. Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or three. This is the break song just for me. Have you seen luck like mine? They say my books are quite fine. Forks on forks to boggle the mind. Sly like a fox, check out the last box. And not to mention hope, love and loss, and just released by me. Check out my latest book, Patchwork Sovereignty. And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism. Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or three. The end of the break for me.
And there we are. I've been told off that I'm not allowed to interrupt the song. So here we are. Hi chat, welcome back. I'm gonna crack open one of these. I treated myself yesterday. This thing. Cuvée de Jacobin. A Belgian sour ale, Flemish red sour ale. Sour ale time? Yes, fuck, let's go. Hayeth returned. Such great timing, Z. Yeah, it's my absolute all-time favorite sour beer. It's real fucking tart, and I love it. I love it to bits. And he's got a happy little monk dude on the label. I don't really like these. They are kind of pricey, though. I mean, for being a beer shop. Well, not beer shop, like alcohol shop. We have an alcohol monopoly in Sweden. And for shopping there, this is kind of pricey. I bet it would be, if you bought it in a bar, I bet it would be like over $10. It's real good though. Oh, it even smells tart. Oh, it's an absolute fucking delight. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at this gorgeous beer. Oh, such a beautiful boy. Oh, it's so tart. What's so good? That's so good. That's what I'm gonna enjoy myself with. So yeah, Fennec, just retouching a little bit the conversation we had there about vestigial artistry. I do think there are still people absolutely who enjoy oh hell yes, sours. Look, there are sours that I really like and sours that I just absolutely don't like. I feel like the sours that play around either are too sweet. Too sweet. This is pretty sweet, but mostly tart. Way too fucking berry-esque, berry-ish. Or, for that matter, sours that run on grapefruit. They're not to my liking. But some of them I really, really fucking enjoy. Like this one. Oh, it's so good. I do think people still enjoy platforming, but it's just forcing certain elements into places where they don't necessarily belong, you know? And we just do it out of habit. And that is a thing that every creator, I think, should be aware of and sort of examine with themselves in what they do. It is difficult, though, because for the same reason that you regurgitate the elements, those same reasons are the ones that don't readily permit you to examine them because you take them for granted, which is why it is useful to us to re-examine the things that we take for granted and figure out whether or not it's something that we actually benefit from, or if it's something we just do because we've always done like that, you know? Yeah, the pastry sours that tend to be sweeter, I can't do. Give me a tangy any day of the week, though. Yep. I mean, look, I've had pastry sours that are real fucking good. Like, I think I had some sort of a cheesecake sour once, and that I really liked. Like, really, really liked. Yeah, I like that one. But I absolutely understand what you're saying, right, with the sweetness of it, when the sweetness takes over. But that specific cheesecake sour, I don't know if it was strawberry cheesecake sour or blueberry cheesecake sour or something. It was a pastry berry blend, but the sour was still on the top, you know? The sour was the main thing. And I feel like a lot of sour makers, they sort of cheapskate on the sour bit. It's almost like they expect people who enjoy sours are not going to enjoy the sour of it. And they're almost ashamed of being a sour, which, you know, if you're going to drink sour, you want it sour, I think. Personally. But then again, to be fair, first time I had a sour, I had, well, not an adverse reaction to it, but it certainly wasn't what I expected. And at the moment, not what I wanted. It was a weird experience. And that was at the very start of the sour craze, I feel. It's almost, can it be 10 years ago? No, surely not, but like 7 years ago, before Pandini, at least. It's an acquired taste for sure. Oh, definitely. And I even think it's, well, incorrect, but it's misguiding to even call it beer. Hi, Meta! I want my sour to punch me in the face with the flavor. Right, exactly? If you're drinking sour, you want it to be fucking sour, you know? You want your entire mouth to curdle. Otherwise, what's the point? But it's almost unfair to even call it a beer or an ale. People tend not to expect what they get. I think mash is not a very sexy word for anything that you drink. But taste-wise, it feels more close to a cider. It's as if a dry, bubbly married a cider, right? If my eyes don't cross on the first sip, it's not sour enough. Yep, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. And this is pretty much the best one I know for that. It's really sour. It feels less sour than I remember it, but it's still very good. And still pretty much the sourest beer that I've ever had. I wonder if it's more of a European thing. Over here, they just call them sour. Sour ale does sound like a misnomer. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Huh. Potentially. But I absolutely understand when people buy a beer or an ale or whatever, they don't, well, first time around. And they most certainly don't expect this. And I absolutely understand if you expect something malty, something deep, or something sweet, or even just a lager or pilsner tasting, like fairly refreshing. I mean, this is a refreshing drink, don't get me wrong, but odds are you're going to have an adverse reaction to this. And I almost had that. I bought a bottle of Poppels, Swedish brewery. Big bottle. I was at the pub with a friend, and he said, buy something exciting and interesting. And I'm like, Oh shit. Well, that big bottle up there at the top, that's a saison. Lingonberry saison? Very Swedish, by the way. I'm like, yeah, fuck me up, fam. I have no idea how that would work. I'll buy one of those bottles. Big bottle. Champagne bottle. 2 glasses. And we start sipping this thing, this bright pink. And the first hit is like, what the fuck did we just buy? But we finished the bottle, and since then, I'm sold on sours at least. Yeah, if I see ale or lager, I'm just expecting a beer-ass beer. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we are about to finish this part, and I'm excited for it. Oh, the music's so good. I feel bad about stopping in it. I feel bad about stopping in this entire segment, really. Because it did sort of fuck with the pacing as we have been talking about. But that is definitely gonna be Honey's mommy. And she absolutely looks like a World of Warcraft Naga, right? She punches like one too. Hi, mommy. Looking for a little child. Looking for a boy. Does not give a shit about us. My pockets full. Speaking of filling your pockets full of stones, I feel like I'm just derailing things left and right, but I do wanna hit you up with a thing, because one of my later short stories, I think I wrote it like a year and a half ago. It is not. I haven't recently done anything with it, so it may be a little rough. But I remember it so fondly. And it's this thing. Like a mother should. And you know what? This is a promotional channel, so fuck it. Linking in chat. That is a short story that I wrote a year and a half ago or something, for a short story contest. Speaking of filling your pockets full of stones. And it's about a girl who is... It starts off with her painting the stones that she's about to put in her apron with the names of her family members that all supported the witching murder of her girlfriend. I like it. I like it a lot. But again, it may be rough because it was a while ago since I touched it. But like a mother should. Recommended reading.
There it is. Hang on, Ayatunde.
Mama will be there in the morning.
Ayatunde never gave up searching for her baby. And the search changed her. She didn't know this was a magical swamp, or that a giant flower had sheltered her baby and kept him safe. The crew in their last moments were stunned to see this monstrous creature smashing the boat in her rage, like an angel of vengeance. She went so deep into her grief she couldn't see the light in the darkness. Another peculiar lantern, searching for her, offering hope. Ayatunde never did find her lost baby.
She never stopped looking. All this time, she never gave up.
It's nothing quite like a mother's madness.
You may not know me because I've changed. But Mama will not stop looking for her baby. When the river takes, the river gives, and Mama will say,
I was right. You are the baby Ayatunde lost when she escaped.
You're just trying to reach your ma, aren't you?
I going the right way? Fuck. I mean, I can't check, I suppose. Ah, shit, I am. Oh, that was a dead end? Is it really, though? You know what? Yeah, let's say that it is. I don't need. Oh, no! That was close. That was real close.
Hey, wait! It still might be dangerous.
You're gonna start popping? No, you're not? You're not a puppy? You're not Puppy Lands? Alright. Oh, there she is. Ayatunde. Let's get her unhurt, unwounded. Oh, Jiminy Cricket, that was close.
Stay put. She might not recognize you. Let me protect you.
Oh, please, I hope this fight is just gonna be them hugging. Oh. Oh, I love that. They healed themselves.
Me next.
Oh.
Me and Mama next.
Oh, I love that. They healed themselves.
Mahalia. Finally catching up to you.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I adore that. I mean, we all, the writing was on the wall, right? What was going to happen? They were going to reunite and that was going to be it. But I absolutely thought there was going to be a combat involved in it, right? Because that is gameplay, right? And game design has this habit of just shoving gameplay in the way of its narrative. Which, to some extent, I understand. To some extent, I think is a debilitating factor of game design or game storytelling. And I love it that that this game just had enough confidence in itself to say, again, with game design elements that are just shoved in, because of course we're going to have a boss battle. Why wouldn't we have a boss battle? That's what people expect. And they have the decency to slow down and just say, you know what? No. Why would we need a battle here? Of course she's going to recognize her son, no matter the shape he's in. And making it almost a statement out of that. Like, no. There's no boss here. There's no fight here. There's no gameplay here. It's a reunion. We're not gonna beat the shit out of Ayatunde to the point where she accepts her son. Of course she accepts him. And fuck, I love that. I love that so much. And even Hazel just, I mean, I'm sitting here teary-eyed at that. And Hazel too is like a relief to it. And it also tells us that, because previously Hazel has had to lay down the law whenever she needed to heal someone, to some extent. To heal their wounds, she needed to beat the shit out of the wound. And that is such a gamer thing, right? And it teaches us that we need to get involved in other people's business and almost beat them to submission to accept what's good for them. And here we have the exception to that, where so long as you put the two people together that need to resolve their differences, maybe you just don't need to beat them over the head with it. Maybe you can just let them meet, be with each other, and you don't have to lift a goddamn finger. Because the idea that we need to solve a puzzle or berate someone to the point of fixing their shit seems to suggest that the more effort that is quote-unquote required to solve a thing suggests that it is an unnatural state of things. To some extent, this is true. The idea that the natural state of things is the thing that occurs naturally and doesn't require any input from us. It's just going to happen. That it's not 100% true. It's not an axiom that I should argue that is always true. There is something to it. But in the context of games, in the context of healing trauma, or tending to trauma, unsnagging trauma, the idea would be then that trauma is the natural state of the world. Hurt, pain, anguish, sorrow, those are the natural state of things, and only by us applying brute force or gameplay to the circumstances can we realign that pattern or realign that path. But here we're being told that no, you don't. Trauma and pain, anguish and sorrow are not, at least necessarily, the natural state of things. They're the exception. And sometimes all you need to do for that to start healing is barely even to point the way. Essentially what Hazel did here is just be moral support for Honey searching out his mama. Honey led the way. We didn't do anything along this entire chapter that enabled Honey to do this. We were just there, and the rest followed, suggesting that this reunion, reconciliation, a beginning to the mending, that is the natural state of things. And I fucking love that. I love that to bits. That is glorious. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Cheers, Mazel Tov and shit. Good job, South of Midnight. Good job. You understood. You understood.
Did I do okay?
Look, here's the thing. It means that the game designers understand what they're doing. Not just game design-wise, but storytelling-wise. They understand the elements they're playing with. They understand the moving parts. They understand the themes. And they understand the messaging with which they're putting forward those themes. That's what that showed. And they wanted to show us this thing specifically. Because that took restraint. It took restraint from them to not make a boss battle out of that. It means that they considered it. They probably had it planned, with all likelihood, at some point. And then they realized that no, not here, not in this circumstance. It doesn't fit the fairy tale we're telling, or the story we're telling, the narrative that we're performing here.
Her lantern.
Going the other way because my gamer senses are tingling. Ah, we got the... Is that her lantern? Oh, well, there we go. It's a big lantern. Big fucking lantern. Holy shit, that's big.
Come on. Does the lantern summon you?
You should be so lucky.
Who's that?
Oh, no.
For real, who is that?
Shaking Bones. He runs this here operation, ferrying desperate folks to places unknown.
Places unknown, huh? He could take me where Rue is holding my mama.
Riding with Shaking Bones to reach Kushman's realm? No way.
At least I found my way out of here.
I tried to warn you before. Kushman's domain ain't no joke. Folks at the end of their rope wind up stuck in a place they can't claw their way out of. Searching for salvation, finding only suffering.
I appreciate you, but I've come this far. I gotta see this through.
Oh shit. Look at that man, eh?
Can this
Oh,
take me
he's
to my mama?
big. Oh, it's got a little possum friend. Oh, that's one hell of a
You
cut
might
on.
not come back.
Aw, you gonna miss me, ain't you?
I'm just upset I can't follow. You know how much I love seeing a good story play out.
Cause you're so damn nosy.
You be careful now, you hear?
I'll come back, I promise.
You better. I gotta know how this tale of Hazel ends.
Oh, he brings out a guitar, does he? Oh, heaven forbid that we're gonna get tunes. Interesting.
It hurt to even imagine what this woman must have endured. But thankfully, Honey found his way back to her. As I watched Honey's mother holding him close, envy washed over me like a wave. I was yearning to see my mama again, but my powers wouldn't take me back to her. It was gonna take a leap of faith. In a one-way trip to a spot my fish pal wouldn't even consider swimming.
No one is telling, bitter or sweet. Now, what's more compelling? Oh,
Follow the river. Follow the river.
And find the town on the tapestry.
Hey, what's this now? Aren't you gonna take me all the way, buddy?
Thanks for the ride.
I like that version of Caron.
Which way do I go?
Follow the
Hey,
river.
wait! Which way to Kushma's?
Follow the river.
Fine, figure it out on my own. How do I get to Kushma's from here?
Child. What do we have here? What's new? Itchy, missing children, Rue. Okay, that's it. And this is just hints. No, it's not quite just hints. Kushma, King of Dreams and Nightmares. Shaking Bones was once Waylon Shaking James, frontman of the Bel Prospero band. He was killed as he tried to escape the boat for freedom. Orland made him into Shaking Bones, and now he ushers people to freedom in places I know. A lot of fucking animals in the way here. Crows and bunnies. Again, animals have been sort of guides, indicators. Crows were hugging Molly. Bunnies, of course, our
that over
family
there?
emblem.
Crossroad. Okay. Where to now?
Good question. A town on the tapestry. Skylark.
What's more compelling? Oh, follow the river.
Ah, okay. I see.
Do you? I don't. What do you see? Straight. There is an upgrade somewhere under. Fuck. That's Prospero, yeah. I mean, Town on the Tapestry sticks out. Right? That's the one that screams the most, isn't it?
Back to where I started? But something seems different.
Oh. Shit. What's this then?
Looks like I'm on the right path.
Should I leave? Now I can see the wagon. I came to the crossroads, found the true path, but now that I'm here, something in my gut is hesitant. And I miss her so dang much, but I don't think she'd want this for me. She said live a full life without her. How can I live a full when she no longer walks the earth? She was my everything. Entry 2. And I can still go back, I think. And I don't know how long I've been here. And I sit and I ponder, and I sit and I dream. Such odd dreams, too. And I can hear her calling to me, promising things, crying and begging to see me. Said she feel me so close. Don't I love her? Why won't I step through the door? Hi, Ren Ren. No Mama Shay? Not yet. Hi, buddy. Welcome in, bud. How you doing?
She's following someone she loved too.
Town on the Tapestry. I can only assume that's the road. Haven't seen Mama Shay yet, but then again, Mama Shay had a big, rough week ahead of her, right?
This is new.
Is it? Good. I suppose we're going the right way. Ah, there we got. Oh, Ghost Pig.
Rue the Magician. Well, going on in.
Uh-huh. Well, this is gonna be fun.
Bigger on the inside.
Lot of stuffed animals. Yeah, you're just rolling with that, are you? She's been good at that.
Anyone here?
Just rolling with things. More stuffed animals. Petrified guides. Bunny was big on taxidermy as well. That house? Do we know that house? I don't think we do. Agatha Leonette fell asleep while smoking a cigar, burned her house down with her family inside, escaped the fire because the gramophone started skipping and woke her.
God, that's awful.
Yeah.
The survivor's guilt.
Yeah. Surprisingly compassionate young teenager here. Always thinking about the people left behind more so than the people who were lost. Let's see, Erin. Imagine having to call a morning meeting with all workers in the warehouse to explain about using toilets instead of pissing in the bushes or around the corner outside the warehouse. Dude. I kind of like this wind shine. Look at this. That's good. There's a lot of tit and tat here. Yeah, Rin, that is... it was a good morning meeting, that is. You fucking degens from upcountry, say? Hey, degens! Trespassers will be barbecued. It's pretty funny, actually. Danger, sewage, contaminated water. Big gator. Paul Tiller poisoned his great aunt by hoping for her inheritance. But her money was long gone. She merely enjoyed spending time with her only nephew.
Greedy bastard.
Yeah, fuck him. That's a white gator in front of a bunny bun. So the dude's collecting fates, is he? And the artifacts around those fates. Trudy Moreau failed to catch her toddler daughter before she pedaled into the street. Can no longer abide the sound of a ring bell.
Oh, no.
Seems to be collecting sad fates. One caught on camera going into the bushes to piss, another caught by one of the managers. Let's see here. See, I had to call a meeting twice with all the guys in my last company to explain that shit should go down the toilet, not on the toilet seat. And should you make a mess, you need to clean it up. Furthermore, the contents of your nostrils do not belong on the wall. Hi, Cryptix. Welcome in. Yeah, what a time to come in. Welcome, buddy. having a Thursday of it. How do you even get shit on a toilet seat? I guess you don't open the seat. You just sit down and duke. The degeneracy of people never fails to astound. No, oh, that's a lot of chandeliers. Dude's got a thing for chandeliers, I suppose.
Where's that coming from?
And I can sense an all-consuming despair near, like a fire roving across dried plains. And I can taste bitter and dank, unfulfilling. I've seen their regret-filled dreams walk their halls of painful memories. They will come to seek grand tapestry soon. Oh, that I am sure.
He can sense pain?
Cool guitar. Wow. That's a really neat guitar. Shit. I like that. Oh my god, cryptics. Really? Really, cryptics? Like, can you even imagine me, like, with 18 guys gathered having to explain this? You see, you need to practice your mommy Shay voice. I'm not gonna try. If Shay was here, she could deliver it. We'll see her in. In my case, a woman was caught going into the bushes on camera to pee. Wait. Oh, how grody are your toilets, bud? You spend over 90 degrees and let it rip. Yeah, just you know, do a fanning motion of it. A woman, right? That's kind of my reaction too. The women are pissing outside too. I mean, it seems like it's more of a hassle. Mommy voices for people who have been good. Is it though? Is it? Not for people who don't know how to use the loo. Seems like the people who need the mommy voice to get anything done. Got a lot of these prepared gas tanks. Ian Garrick, afflicted with a bottomless hunger, dreams of unfettered access to the refrigerator his parents keep locked most hours of the day.
Poor kid.
Oh shit, they have to put a padlock on the refrigerator? What the fuck is wrong with that child?
That's my stuff. What's all of this doing here?
What do you mean your stuff? Oh, your house's stuff? Oh, it says haste to leave it on the bin. Oh, I guess that settles that. That's your cell phone ringing?
Hello?
Hello, Hazel.
Mama? Are you okay?
Oh, she's fine and fully healed.
You. Where is she? And you best not have.
Believe it or not, Hazel Flood, I got your best interest in mind. Meet me at Kushma's Cabaret. I got a proposition that's right up your alley.
Kushma's Cabaret?
Now, hold on now. You're gonna have to conjure up something different than what you wearing. That ain't you.
How did you... Listen, I have more important...
I don't make the rules. If you ready, your claim is yours.
Wardrobe change! Adapting to some fucking half demigod's wishes, though, feels a little icky. She's a teenager, after all.
Claim was mine. Yeah? Not too shabby if I do say so myself.
Kinda look like a genie in a bottle, though.
Okay.
That's one hell of a henna tattoo. Holy shit! Wait. What happened? What happened? What the fuck just happened? Wait, this is Expedition 33! Let me catch up. Well, he goes, well, I personally feel mommy voice is a reward. Well, it is for me. Fair. I think we speak for most of us that it is a reward, but sometimes people need to be motivated by a carrot, you know? See a Ren? It's not the worst. 2 days ago we found a guy who came into work after pissing his pants and acting like nothing's wrong. Wait, what? What kind of a fucking degens are you working with? Sad thing, it's a new branch warehouse in Canada, and all hired people seem... It is degens from upcountry! I've been rewatching Letterkenny, and you are working with degens from upcountry. Rin, I'm fucking sorry, bud. That sounds about as unhinged as this table and seat there. Like they don't have any officers or anything. Offices or anything in Canada. Did you think that they're part of the office or something?
Whoa.
Piece of pants.
This is wild.
Gunther Warren, Snake Curiosity Shop. I don't like the fog.
Holy shit. This is unreal.
Yeah?
All these strands?
Kinda fucking is, isn't it? There's gotta be something here, right? Surely. No, nothing. Feel tricked and lured. What the fuck's going on here? What did this game just become? Even the warehouse can't be fully equipped with gear because the frame and all is not strong enough to support it until under the workload. What kind of a fucking warehouse are we working with there? So cryptic shit is floating, and best thing you can say is this is unreal. I mean, to be fair, Hazel has been an absolute champ about all of this nonsense, right? Is this really more strange than a talking catfish? It's old. Oh. Just roll with it, I suppose. I don't know, man. This is... yeah, look, I'm not gonna fault Hazel for just... I don't think Speakeasy is advertised by neon signs as a general rule. Oh, cabaret. Ooh. Kushma's cabaret.
Kinda creepy.
I mean, obviously, I think that's... I mean, I wouldn't say it's a point, but I think it's a feature. There is a health upgrade somewhere around here. Oh. There be Haints here too. Well, right.
This is where Haints come from?
Is it? I should have flipped him. I do like that it's just tunes. Music's just playing though. I'm not complaining. I got a lot of electric three-wheel smooth motorcycle to go around the warehouse and mansplain to people. That sounds pretty fucking sweet, actually. Yeah. I see you rolling, they hating. Oh fuck! Dang it. And people are just gasping whenever she's doing shit. Are we a performance here? Is this that kind of afterlife? The kind of actually, you know what this kind of feels like? It kind of feels like Hades Town. The underworld of Hades Town. And I'm kinda here for it, not gonna lie. This music's too chill for what's happening. I don't think, if this is a performance, I don't think it is. I mean, people are applauding and shit. Well, people... Something's applauding. Floof. How do I get up there then? Oh. Nah, I can't remember. My name, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it gets stuck. My face is shadowed. Nah, I think I had brown eyes, maybe blue. Green? I think I was once loved. I remember loving. Lost love? The stars here, they don't move. Do they remember how to shine? Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Does being here make you forget everything? Even yourself. Mama!
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It is kind of... Oh, what was the word that Jane taught us? Cannibastic? Descent into the underworld kind of thing? Kind of feels like it, right? This absolutely reads to me as... I mean, I just said Hadestown, right? Let's see if Fennec... Man, my wife hated Hadestown when we went to see it. Really? Really? Okay, so to be fair, I haven't seen it. Or I haven't seen it either live or recorded. But I do love to death the original album by Anne Michel. I love it to death. I would recommend checking out the album, the original, concept album. For just the sheer tunes of it, I prefer that over what I've heard later being the musical adapted music. Just saying. But the album...
Is this the way to the cabaret?
Oh, someone's up there.
Hello?
Regularly listen to that. I love it bits. Joe Goodfella. Joe Goodfella, 74. Mud Correctional Center, Kentucky. Jones, for the lover he never visits. Who never visits. 50-odd years since I killed your snake husband dead, my darling. Only 10 more till we can be together. You'll keep waiting for me, won't you? Deluded old man, she never loved you, and you will never see her again. You took a life for nothing. Ah, Rue.
You killed someone, so why are you here?
It's the kind of hell, I suppose. Many kinds of hell out there, I suppose. I miss the sunrise and hearing people sneeze. I miss the sound of harmony and choirs. I miss my sister. And I think I had a sister. The warm hugs and scary movies. I miss the phone call that took her. I miss my sister.
This place robbed you of even the little things.
Lets people forget. He's hollow inside, my words bounce off his cold empty skin like an echo. He smiles and his teeth tremble and shake. He blinks and I can see the emptiness behind those beautiful eyes. His hand feels stiff when I hold it. I can stomach these things, at least here he loves me still.
Another one chasing the impossible. Guess I'm not so different.
I miss her sister too. Yeah, I mean, this kind of works as an afterlife kind of thing, I think. And beside, again, Rue, we haven't met Kushma, but Rue does feel like a bit of a dinkus, but again, so did Huggin' Molly, and you could absolutely argue that if you're sensitive to pain, maybe it is an idea to lure them to a place where they forget the pain, and you can only forget the pain if you forget what caused them pain. Ah, horse cocks! You saw it too, right? Jumping over there? Yeah? It's not just me, is it? What is that over there? Is it a ghost? Probably just a ghost. Just some ghost. I kind of would like to. I mean, I say horse cocks. That was bullshit. I say that I'd like to visit New Orleans, but I also kind of think that the New Orleans that I got in my mind might not be the New Orleans that is real, you know? Vice Lane. Oh, you don't say. We're supposed to, oh, I see it. I see the fucking thing. It's right there. I don't know. I think, I mean, without having been, I think it's absolutely one of those things that could be more a romantic ideal than it is the actual thing. But I don't know. I like to go around Halloween. Oh yeah? Is that the Mardi Gras period? I thought Mardi Gras was springtime. More so. Spit it out. I can still hear them laughing at me. Ha 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 ha. Let's all laugh at Billy. Just spit it out, stupid Billy. Even here. Ha ha ha. Oh, you're the same.
Even here? Did Rue promise you something?
Oh, it is. I didn't say anything about Mardi Gras. That is absolutely fair. You did not. That was not actually. To be fair, that wasn't me putting words in your mouth. See, that was me just jumping a few hoops on my abstraction train of thought. Right? He was like, "Oh, you like to go during Halloween? When would I like to go? Huh? When's Mardi Gras? Mardi Gras not around Halloween, is it? I thought it was around spring." That's just jumped a few extra hoops without mentioning them. Zero Cryptics. Don't know how true this is, but when the law passed that in the US that only restaurants can serve alcohol, in New York the number of registered restaurants jumped from 60 to 2,500. And when they would bring you alcohol, they would bring you the communal sandwich because they were forced to serve you food with alcohol. That sandwich was not made for eating, and in some cases it could be several weeks old. Ew. Yeah, we have a similar law in Sweden. You need to serve hot food if you're to serve alcohol. But Sweden is real weird with alcohol. Like real weird. Really moralist about it still. But yeah, that's absolutely a thing here. You can get exceptions for it, but it's rare. There's one place in the city that has an exception for it because it's marked as a cultural heritage site. That's the exact same origin as tapas in Spanish culture? Really? That's kind of fucking neat. That's kind of fucking neat. Like, okay, it's hot food. Here. It's like one olive. Enjoy. Here, have an olive. An olive. Singular. Whoopie pow! Okay, that keeps swerving. Interesting. Two moons, eh? That is the exact same symbol that we saw at Jolene's place. We started seeing it at Jolene's place. Night and time in an Ouroboros symbol. Never ending. Roger. Got him. It's another ghost up there. Where are we supposed to go? This way. Roger.
Man, I thought the streets of Prospera were bad.
I mean, at least this place has a swing to it. Prospera's just got shit all over it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
They do not give a
Might
shit,
as well
bud.
be invisible.
Get your dollars and donuts, there's something new. I mean, we did get the health upgrade, so I guess we don't terribly care. How are we doing for uppies? What is this? Cleansing Rend, AoE, inflicts damage across a wider area. Okay, don't care, I think. That's not bad. What's this done? Last longer in combat, yeah, that's great. What's this done? Ooh, that's hot. Nothing here? Oh, Reedy's MSC flu. LMA 7, Arcadia Hospital, Tennessee. Hasn't seen her parents in years. Wait, what? Hasn't seen her parents in years? If I say all my prayers right, then I'll get well enough to see Mommy and Daddy again. I've got to recite them in just the right order. Poor thing, her innocent desperation is nothing but fuel. Ah.
Desperate innocence is fuel. Is Root using you somehow?
Oh shit, there she is.
She's praying so hard.
Yeah, I think this place might be fucked. See here, Fennec. Yeah, if I recall, workers would go get drunk during midday break instead of actually eating lunch. So whichever king enforced a rule that all alcohol must be served with food, thus tapas were born to technically fulfill that rule. Fun fact, they're called tapas, which means lid or cover, because the small plates will be placed on top of the drink in between sips to keep stuff out of the drink and to keep the fragrance of the drink in. Really? Huh. Interesting. Huh. This is still not the way we're supposed to go, right? Oh, it is. Shit. Oh, I see you, though. I don't think I don't. Oh, nearly fucked that up, didn't I?
Spooky.
Yeah, that was spooky, indeed.
I want to go home, I miss the sun. I want to go home, I miss the sun. And I want to go home, and I want to go home, and I miss the sun. I want to go home, please, please, please. I want to go home, please, the sun.
That's... God.
Yeah, it's fun.
Coming here seems like trading one sorrow for another.
Yeah, this place is... It's fucked. I don't know what else to say. It's fucked. Hey, have you seen this place? Yeah, it's fucked. There was a floof up there, wasn't there? How do I get up there? How do I get up to get that? Ooh, there's a floof back there too. Holy shit, there's floofies all over the place. They left all these floofies around. They left them floofies just lying around like that. That's floof littering right there. Can I get back up here? Well, I don't know. Let's try it. I could. That's fantastic. Kind of feels like if we went long, we almost could be done tonight. No, you don't. Fucking idiot. I do like that this festival music together with this. I do like that a lot, actually. Yeah, you're mine now. Missing Shay. Corona just Southern voice, lol. Yeah, I mean, I've said this before. When you're not a native speaker, but you're quote-unquote... Look, I would like to argue that I'm fluent. I'd like to argue the case at least, but, you know, mileage may vary. But when you are, when you don't have your own accent, per se, you become, well, let's just say that you absorb whatever accent you're close to at any given point. You become a bit of a cipher when it comes to your accent. For example, when I was watching Torchwood, I had a pretty good Welsh accent. Well, pretty good. It was atrocious, I bet. But, you know, I had it. Same thing with the Southern there. I would embarrass until you start going, what in tarnation? I don't think it's the alcohol so much as just, again, you become a cipher. You just absorb whatever you're close to. Is there another thing? Oh, sluggy boy. Oh my fuck. Oh, he's stinky. Got you, you fucko.
Am I supposed to take a bath?
So my predisposition to certain accents pretty much is all aligned with what media I'm consuming at the moment. So it's either the Southern out of this, or it's the Letterkenny one. Oh, that's almost Rick and Morty, to be fair, which I'm also consuming at the moment. So you know, point still stands. So let's go over this here walkway there, so and see what's up here, yeah.
I'm trying to get to Kushma's.
Oh shit, ads are coming in. Do we want to take that?
All right then. I'll just...
Ah, fuck it. Fuck the ads. Let them run. Let them run. Let them tire themselves out. Let them work themselves into a fervor. Do you like them little L'arc de Triomphe? Yeah, of course you're going that way. Hey there, Ghost. How's your tricks doing? I cannot reach that road, can I? Yeah, ads are coming in chat. Actually, I should just launch them to get them out of the way, shouldn't I? Take control of your lives. Et your lives, taverne tapisserie. Tempest Hamlin. Tempest Hamlin, 42, St. Abigail's Convent, Kansas. Wants to be listened to and adored. I dedicate this, my 5th award of the night, to my horrible, unsupported parents, and to everyone else who refused to believe I would one day become the world-famous actress that I am. She had such hopes and dreams of beating the odds, but then again, don't they all?
He's doing something with folks' emotions.
Mm-hmm. Fuel, he says. Chug, 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 lug. I mean, to be fair, who the fuck am I to say, right? Her dreams, her aspirations.
She keeps bowing to no one.
That is not... Bowing to no one would mean something very different than if we're talking about she bowed to no one, or if she bowed to no one. Very different connotation there. I think... Are we finishing this game tonight? Kinda feels like we are. Not my intent, but I guess I'm here for it. Squeeze through. Squeezies.
There's the cabaret. But the easy way is blocked off.
Mm-hmm. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Looks like the tower would get me there, though. Gonna have to climb it first.
So... what the fuck am I doing with myself if we finish this tonight? Guess we got the whole of next week to fill. I mean, we could do filler stuff. We could do fun stuff. Little one-offs. Ooh, we did it though. Shut up. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could run things that I just enjoy shits and giggling about. Still haven't done any of that rim worlding that I was thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Still assuming that I'm gonna finish this tonight, but I mean, we have half the stream left. Oh shit, dude got blasted. You could squeeze in never. Oh, see. Oh, I could. That is such an idea. I could do that. Because here's the thing, if I'm gonna take an entire week off, not next week, but the week after, I feel bad about starting something that is as juicy, as thick, dummy thick as Expedition 33, you know? You hear me? That went out like a wet sack of shit. 2 streams to absolute max. Yeah, that is a very good idea, Z. That is a top tier idea that I think I might take, well, you off on, but I might. Oh, big boy. In that case, artillery dude, could you lend a fucking hand? A little handy, a little quickie. Yeah, fuck. Should've dodged when I should've did. What do you think? Not a bad idea at all. Oh shit, I thought it was gonna do the big thing. Yeah, Neva's an absolute. Like that. Come on, just weave the fucker. There we go. No, we don't. Did I get Neva? I think I got Neva. Didn't I buy it on summer sale? And here we are. Just gonna sate my gamer senses. Never fail me. Oh, Flippy too! Flip! There's even Flip in the Afterlife kind of place thing. What's this? Just flower? Pressed flower. Fossilized flower. Fossilized snakes. Those are some weird gargoyles. Oh, a one-winged angel. Shit, Sephiroth is here. You said you did in the sale. I did? I said that? I think I have this vaguest memory that I did. I do not have a single memory as to whether or not I said it, but I mean, you have that, you know, pitch perfect fucking memory of whatever I've said. It's not just me, or what other people say. Yeah, I got it there. New in the library. Yeah, I do have it. Very good idea. Sounds like a pretty clutch idea to me. Oh shit. What is this fucking tower now?
Gotta climb up this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up this thing. This thing! I'm gonna climb it up. That's Italian. That's not.
Just gotta keep going up.
Okay. How is that fucking helpful? No? This feels like such a thing I was supposed to get up on. I'm supposed to grab onto these fucking things? No. Oh. Or? Yeah. Well, wait, what? Yes, I am. Were you? Yeah, I read nagging. Yeah. And that was my solid opinion until the point that I realized that holy shit, the way that I plan my summer means that I'm gonna have almost kind of a week off streaming. Yeah, actually, kind of a week off streaming, coming up in like 2 weeks. And then I figured that hey, I don't want to start a big thing like Expedition 33, and then have a big parcel of time between following that up. So it's, I mean, it's not a new decision, but it's something that I hadn't considered until just now. Where I'm gonna throw yous. Where are you supposed to go, bud? Oh. I locked in somewhere, didn't I? There we go. Oh. Okay. So that works. Oh, no. The tears grind, the hands spin, time starts and starts again. I dream, I fret. It tastes my regret, and it starts and starts again.
Regret? He's feeding on them?
Of course he is. Fuel, didn't you hear? What do you think food is? She's a teenager. She doesn't fucking know what food is. Idiot. Negging. That's like emotional manipulation thing, isn't it? Yes, it's giving. It's essentially. Isn't negging technically just reverse psychology? Where you're telling someone not to do a thing to make them do a thing. Actually, I don't fucking know what it is, apparently. It's nothing good. I would assume that negging in this circumstance would essentially be, yeah, you probably shouldn't play Nev. I don't think you'd be clever enough to understand it. And I'd be, you fucking what? I what now? It's a game for smart people. I thought it was like compliments that actually aren't. Sort of like, oh, well done on the weight loss. Just another 5 kilos to go and you'd be perfect. Maybe it is. Turns out I don't fucking know. I mean, maybe that's for the best. You can't commit a sin if you're ignorant of it, right? That's what Adam and Eve teaches us. Ooh, floof. See floofies. Can't commit a sin if you don't know it's a sin. How do we get up there? Oh, later. I try it once, I try it twice. Seems my best will never suffice. I beg, I plead, I never succeed. My best has never sufficed. Kinda like that one.
Just a rat on a wheel.
Kinda like that one. Oh, incorrect. Oh, just got it. Fuck yes. This kind of reminds me of that level in
Getting closer.
It Takes Two. Oh, shittles. Pissy poos. Oh, let's see here. Oh, this is kind of dark, actually. Yeah, I think it is. Let's see here. Negging. To neg, meaning negative feedback, is an act of emotional manipulation whereby a person makes a deliberate backhanded compliment, or otherwise flirtatious remark to another person to undermine their confidence and attempt to engender them a need for the manipulator's approval. Right, yeah, that's Gans. That's Gans. Fuck me, cocksuckers! Fucked it up. That sounds like some of that bro code bullshit. Feeding off of people's insecurities to control them or manipulate them. No, 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 no! Yeah, I got it. Fuck this. Sounds like an alpha male crap. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's traditionally associated with alpha male crappy. Crappy poop pal. I have a hard time believing that anyone who, I mean, that whole social hierarchy bullshit is another fucking lie to begin with, so who gives a shit? Am I gonna have to? Yeah, probably. You're gonna start twisting? Yeah, you are. Perfect. Okay. Let's keep on trunking. Alright, what do we have here? Almost at the toppy. Almost at the very toppy top. It's dangerous because those people think they're entitled to certain things, and down that path is no bueno. Z, have you seen Adolescence yet? That's a real scary little series, short series, mini-series. Very well made. Like, nah, oh. It is very good.
Jeez, this is a workout. Almost up top.
It deals with that sort of shit. Wait, what? Where the oh, okay. Makes sense, I suppose. It's very good. What sold me on it was not the material, though, or not the themes of it. What sold me on it was the notion that every episode, 40 minutes of television, is one take. I love that sort of cinematography. I think it's fucking magic. Absolutely adore it. So when I heard that, I was like, yep, that's something that I need to watch. Is there one about the kid that kills another kid? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that sort of cinematography just absolutely gets my goat flowing. I love that shit so much. So when I heard that, I was like, yep, gotta watch it. And it was rough. It was good, but it's painful viewing. Not just for being, you know, I don't know, being male in 2020 or the 2020s, but just as much so, no shit, you know, being an angry man too, which I definitely argue that I am. There's just a lot of I can see the logic, and it's so fucking toxic, right? It's so fucking toxic. But I also see kind of why it has spawned, why that logic sort of circulates, and that is not to say that it is condonable in any way, shape, or form, but that entitlement comes from somewhere. It didn't just come out of nowhere. There's a lot of toxic influences that have whoopsied into it. And thus watching that series for that reason, and number two, having worked with teenagers that some of them absolutely subscribe to that nonsense. Yeah, it was rough watching. There's a movie called One Shot or something that's all filmed in one go. I love that shit. I love it to bits. What is that ending cut or ending take in Child of Man? So fucking good. And that's just 11 minutes or something. Still.
I'm headed up to here with y'all.
Oh, that sounds like fucking good stuff. See, yeah. Sounds like real good stuff. Like I remember those scenes out of what was it? Daredevil, the first season, had a few of those setups, right? Where the action take was essentially just one, just that poor fucker in a corridor, essentially. Ah, fuck you. I want him. He's my side. No, wait, did I waste that? No, it just didn't launch. Okay, great. You're mine. Oh, Sluggy! Oh, we got one of those fuckholes. Ah, shit. Wait, this is gonna get roughy. Guys? Oh, that's wrong. This is what I want. Got a one that I want! Dropped it in your movie channel. There we go. Thank you. See about watching that. Oh, that's the sluggo. Boom. Send that boom back where it came from. Oh shit. Can I get you back on my team? No, I can't. Okay. Fuck you up then. I do love this jammy, I don't know, marchy stuff? I don't even know what to call this. Jazz, I suppose. There's another thing that this game has been real good at. Not overstaying its welcome. If this is coming up to the end of it, good stuff.
Moment of truth. Off to the cabaret and one step closer to Ma.
Well, all of the steps have been one step closer, haven't they? And it's always just one more step, isn't there?
Perfect timing.
Cushman's Cabaret is about to start. Please take your seat.
And the past in my palm, I held it too tight. I held it too tight. I couldn't let go, can't forget, can't move on. I don't want to feel like this. How do I let go? What's the proper rhyme scheme to let it all go? To move on. Help me let go.
It'll be different for me. I'm a weaver.
Sure it will be.
I can do this. I have to.
Sure. What's the over and under, do you think, on Hazel's mom being a star performer at this cabaret? That's horror material in my book. Seeing someone you know be someone completely different by outside influence. One-winged angels again. Sephiroth, are you here? Is that you? Jehovah in this game? Get ready for a musical number, chat.
Mama?
It's time for Kushma's Cabaret.
You again.
Come to the stage, my dear.
Oh, those eyes or something.
See, once I too was just like you. I'd rule things I didn't do. I'd chew on every little wrong. Guilt from crimes was too strong. At night I'd lie awake in bed and ponder what I should have said. Regret would dog me all life long. All I did just felt so wrong until Kushma came along. Dreammaker, kingmaker, lord of bargain chance. Spin the wheel and make a wish. There's no payment in advance. Kushma master, power vaster. No one comes close to him. All are welcome to stay forever. Time to sink or swim. So, what's on offer with this proffer? Choose an ending, you're the author. Old mistakes become successes. Your choices, he obsesses until Kushma came.
Dance with the devil doesn't change, the devil changes you. Did anyone else remember that? Fuck, what's the movie called? It's an 80s movie, 80s fantasy movie with Keanu Reeves, I think, and Jennifer, the actress from oh, this is gonna bug me. This is gonna bug me. This is gonna bug me. What is that movie? Fuck, this is bugging me. Oh, it's bugging me so fucking hard right now. When is it from? It's from way back the fuck. 80s, somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. I think he's in it. God, this is bugging the shit out of me. Early 90s? Maybe it's not him. Maybe. Fuck, what is that? Jennifer, what's her name? She's in... God, I'm losing all the titles and names. Oh, the aphasia is bad. That's what happens with one beer. Just one beer. My name memory just goes out the fucking window. Connolly. It's not Labyrinth. Is that not her in that movie that I'm thinking about? What kind of fucking movie? What movie am I thinking of? In that case. God damn it. It's not Labyrinth. God fuck. Okay, chat, you're gonna have to help me. You're gonna have to help me out with this one. Okay, so name memory is beer soluble. Oh, it definitely is. Yeah. Okay. Not Bill and Ted. No. Okay, so the scene is it's the kind of an end of the movie, or it's Act 3 at least, the beginning of the end. And the hero has been hunting down the big bad, who's this unseen Dark Lord bullshit, who's stolen away his loved one. And the loved one looks a lot like Jennifer Connelly, but might not be actually Jennifer Connelly. Then again, my facial recognition is so-so, and I just, it kind of looks like Jennifer Connelly. And there's a scene where she's presented with a black dress, as in a depiction of her becoming the Dark Lord's betrothed. And then the dress starts dancing, and like ball gown dancing, and it kind of influences her to dance with it. And progressively, as the crescendo of the dance rises, she wears the dress. Is it legend? Didn't I say legend? I think I said legend, but I didn't say it with any surety. Legend movie? I think there's a unicorn that gets killed too. Not 2005. 85. Is this it? Oh, it's fucking Tom Cruise? It's Tom Cruise? Yeah, this is it. Yeah. This is it. Yeah. Fucking, it's Tim Curry? Maybe I need to actually watch this show. Or this movie. Yeah. Legend. It's legend. It's Ridley Scott? What the fuck? I need to watch this movie. Yep, that's the one. Anyone else get that vibe from this scene? Anyway.
Take this and go find your mama. I'll just ask you for a favor later.
That's bad, Mojo. Later
So,
favors bad?
This will take me to her?
She's waiting for you.
Oh, Hazel Flood. No, don't go in that door. No, Hazel, bad idea, don't go through. Did you not see all the other doors? With names on them? No, Hazel. Idiot. Fucking teenagers. Fucking idiot. Now you're locked in your own little...
I felt lost in the thickest fog I've ever seen. And the pressure to get to Kushma's Cabaret to find my mom was suffocating. Like the weight of the world bearing down on my shoulders.
It works though, right? Teenagers tend to be very
When
single-minded.
I stepped into the cabaret, Rue greeted me. And I felt myself getting caught up in the moment. Here, time seemed to dance to Rue's tune.
And now you're stuck.
Flowing both forward and backward.
God damn it.
After agreeing to his terms, I crossed the threshold and found myself right back where I started.
Yeah.
They say you can't mend the past.
You're just caught in a bottle there.
I was about to put that to the test.
You are caught in that bottle now. Past isn't past. The past is
back.
prologue.
Wait! The hurricane! There's still time!
Oh no. Oh, this is fucking painful. Oh! I mean, it works as far as the depiction of a teenager goes, right? Teenagers tend to be single-minded. They set their sights on something and they just go for it, and they don't consider anything in their surroundings. So it absolutely works. And we've seen we've seen Hazel commit like that before, like with Hug and Molly, for example. So it absolutely fits her. But just the idea that Rue that easily just caught themselves a weaver,
Mama! We gotta
and
go!
that people have been stuck in these loops for so fucking long,
She's not home yet.
over and over and
There's
over
still
again.
time. I should pack my stuff right away.
Oh,
All my stuff's packed. I should get some of Mama's stuff for her.
Flash flooding and high water conditions are expected in Prospero and in many parts of the outlying counties.
notice how the biggest room in this place is Hazel's.
Impact flooding of streams and small rivers, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses.
Whew, it is really picking up out there.
Mama?
I missed you.
I've only been gone for a few hours. You feeling okay?
Yeah. Now that you're safe.
Oh. Idiot.
What? Mama, we gotta go.
Well, I gotta pack my things. Why don't you check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl while I finish up?
We ain't got time to waste, Ma.
Waste time.
That's not what I meant.
Please, just go check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl. They might need help.
Fine, but we gotta go ASAP. I packed my bags and yours already.
Well, look at you. Following instructions and a little extra.
Ma, be quick. And don't leave your car.
We'll have that happen over and over and over again.
Bo,
It's feeding
Miss
off
Pearl
the
will be alright.
potential, I guess.
Bo, you in there? You'll be alright.
No one else is caught in here.
Miss Pearl? You okay?
No one there.
I'm sorry. We gotta go. Stay safe.
Who builds a house like this? Wait. The car? Where am I supposed to fucking go? Okay. Am I supposed to clear the road or what?
Alright, that's all cleared. Just gonna grab Ma and get out of here.
Oh, that house is gonna wash away right in front of our faces again. Same
Mama,
tragedy
let's go.
once more.
I'm getting the car ready. Come on, we gotta get out of here. Mama! No, Mama! Mama! I'm sorry. I wasn't fast enough.
Again, and again, and again.
I tried. Wait,
Get a clue.
this is not real. She's not here.
Oh, that one's easy. Stage production, nice.
You know, you something else. Few willingly enter my town, but no one ever breaks through my illusion.
You tricked me.
No,
I
he
like you,
tried
Hazel
to trick
Flood.
you.
You got vim and vigor, a certain je ne sais quoi. Unfortunately, you will never be fast enough to defeat him.
I'm fast enough to beat your fog to the bottle tree.
Oh, that fog just Kushma's hunger.
So, those stories about you finding dreamers for Kushma, those are real?
This town don't run on empty illusions. Kushma needs powerful nightmares in order to sustain its magic. And I find the most potent ones.
Why did you bring me here?
I've been hunting a creature killer. A dreamer powerful enough to tame Kushma's hunger. But I can't do it alone. You
He's
show
full of shit.
potential. So I brought you here.
He's full of shit.
And why should I trust a word you say? You promised I would see my ma again.
He's full of
No,
shit.
she's here as promised. She's been reaching out. Ever since Mala used her magic to seal her wounds, but
So that was her?
she's in this realm somewhere. Trapped in a loop of despair. A nightmare.
I need to find her.
Wait. Listen to me. Kushma's hunger is grown, and even you have limits, Hazel Flood.
I can handle him.
You managed to break through my illusion, and that's an impressive feat, but make no mistake, no one defeats Kushma.
I'm not leaving without her.
I will fight for her. I will stop when I'm dead. She will.
It's too late. He already found you. Find your mama and wake her up. It's your only chance.
Say less. None of that will stop. I can beat you.
Heck and heck. Get fucked, son. Now, come on. Why are you not fighting me, you fucker? Stop trying to fight me and fight me! Ah, come on! You laggy piece of fuck. What is this, Elden Ring? Oh, big boy. Scott. Oh, right. You do the thing. Yeah, you do the thing. I'm just gonna go nabby. Crank! Oh, right. He does that. Again. Second. Oh boy. And that's gonna lay the stinky down. Yeah, it laid the stinky down. Fuck you, bud. Get fucking sauced, son. Almost feels then like Kushma is generating the hands.
Need to get Mama out of here.
I see Floof. I do like behind the illusion there's this stage production. I think that's really cool. Like really fun.
Where are you, Ma? Gotta be nearby.
Oh, well, look at that.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, now we's in his hometown now. Oh shit! Almost forgot a button there. Whee! Oh, good stuff.
Leave me alone!
Weren't you guys supposed to turn tail and beat the shit out of him? Wasn't that the plan? Aesol? No, it wasn't? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought you was a badass. Apparently, that's great instinct. Whee! Where now? Oh, not that way. Oh, just through? Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
Can't follow me here.
Can't you though?
Get to that door.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, but that doesn't take me very far, does it?
Another stage.
When's hence?
Who did you make suffer here? You won't do that to me.
One in the hand is worth two in the bush.
You're trying to get under my skin. Well, it won't work.
I'd stay for just one in the bush, personally, but you know. Daddy boy, sweet. No. I don't know if that's possible even. I still don't know what. Oh, J.P.S. Still don't know what the daddy voice is gonna be. Really.
That's so many doors. So many people.
Freaking job.
Came along. I mean, I can afford to make an experiment. Oh my god, see. You know what I think? Oh shit, that was close. I think the daddy voice was a mistake. That's close. Whee! It's a very interesting combination, to be honest. No, it's not. What do you mean interesting? What's so fucking interesting about it? Rin, are you just trying to find yourself a new fetish or what? Oop. There we go. Yeah. No, just looking for a new reason to call it therapist. Fair enough. Fair dinkum. Whoop, zippity. Zippity. There we have it.
Another door.
Man, you need to look. Man, must be nice to have to look for new reasons.
Another set to torment someone in.
Wrongful death insect spray. Holy shit, Kafka is just having the time of his life here. When guilt demands blood. The actual blood, yeah.
I know I was wrong. I messed up. I'm sorry.
She's waiting for a little girl. You're her torment and her only hope for escape. Her heart's broken 100 times waiting for you to find her.
Don't fucking tease me, asshole. She loves me, and I'm gonna find her.
Of course you are. You're a teenager. You can do anything, right? What's your ring? It has to be more unique so I confuse the therapist. Regular reasons will only put me on meds. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, there are worse ways than seeking out an author to figure out weird shit to freak out to therapists with. Tapestry funerary services. Everything she did for you.
You fucking bastard!
It's a little bit of a dinkus, but that is probably correct, though. Probably true. Well, not everything.
Exit's over there.
Also needed help. Brand spanking new Rue track shoes. When you need to be one step ahead of the flood. You know what? You know what, Kushma? That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good.
No. I will save her.
What do we have? How do we unfuck this pig? Oh, there we go.
Go, Crouton!
Crouton's still running around there being a fucking champ, it turns out. That was close. Oop, nope, it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, what did that accomplish? Oh, well that's handy. I love to be able to... Come on over and get your fake doors, everyone! Okay. Come get your fake doors! I think we are absolutely gonna finish this tonight. And run as fast as you can.
Yo, how long are you gonna chase me?
A little longer. Just a little longer. Just one more chase.
Let's go.
with him, he's just a god. This is what gods do. I don't know what you expected, Hazel. Old man with a beard in the cloud in the sky? No, It's not how we do it. Oh, here we are. Last fight. Oh, the ads. 15 minutes.
You alright?
You know what? Chat. This is early for an ad break, but I could absolutely take a tinkle because I feel like we're getting into the home stretch here. Right? This is the home stretch, and ad song. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get some of them sweet tunes out of that song, McDaddy. You know what? I think this might be the best moment we're gonna get. Even though it's like 14 minutes until they actually should roll, I feel like we're not gonna be out of the woods of the fun stuff in 14 minutes. So let's crack it. Let me take a tinkle, and then we'll finish off this game. Holy moly, I didn't think we were gonna finish it tonight. So chat, please stay with me. I will be right back. We will all be right back. So take, cyclical fluids, stretchies, do your thing, take care of yourselves, and we'll be right back here in like a little over 3 minutes time, yeah? Meanwhile, if you get ads, you get ads. Tough. If you don't get ads, hey, you're getting a cool song. So, see you soon.
Welcome viewers, take a seat. You never know who you'll meet. Stay a bit and have a read. Let J.P.S. take the lead. Whether it's my books or one of my poems or games and story, you've come for glory.
Let us dissect this plot. Let us discuss the protagonist. And if we can't cope with it, skita idibloskopus.
And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism.
Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or three.
Thanks for the song, MacDaddy.
Let me rate your game's toilet. Is there light and TP? Crowbar smashes TNT. Why do all these bottles scare me? Signalis is in demand. See me return to the Oberdin. Take Max Payne by the hand and catch me in Morrowind. And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism. Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or three. This is the break song just for me.
Have you seen luck like mine? They say my books are quite fine. Forks on forks to boggle the mind. Sly like a fox, check out the last box. And not to mention hope, love and loss, and just released by me. Check out my latest book, Patchwork Sovereignty. And don't hold your breath, I'm just an organism. Let's talk postmodernism. Modernism. Lindberg will be heard. Please don't make me set down my tea. Don't make me sing, please. I'll read you a poem, an excerpt or three. The end of the break for me.
And there we go, chat. We're back at it. Are you prepared? Have you girded your loins to finish this sweet game? Let's get into the final stretchy. So there's my mama. There's a mama right here.
Ma, can you hear me?
Oh no. Oh God.
I just want gird her loins, yeah. That's,
Hazel, please, it isn't safe.
look, I don't fucking know.
I'm right here.
Hazel, you cannot make that jump.
I did.
Hazel!
Mama?
Baby. My baby.
I'm okay, Ma. I'm okay. Ma? I love you, Ma. This is now.
Oh, you're going into him?
You can't keep her here
Day
forever.
and night, man. Oh, shibbity. So much telegraphing, eh? Man, this is starting to look like a raid boss fight in in World of Warcraft. Where's the damage cycle at, yo, fucko? Just waving your big dick around. In your shadow 10 piece. Wanna get in here, bud?
Wake up! I need you to be okay.
Oh, I see you. Okay, so the Haints are an extension of Kushma. Interesting. Yeah, see, I don't know how one girds one's loins, actually. I bet it's fun, though. Ah, shit. Fuck over. Untangle that Kushma. One tangy attack. That big boy McGee? No. But it is one of those fucking guys. No, I did go away. I need to untangle, otherwise it's not a damage cycle. I didn't get him. Fuck. Got him. Untangle. Get crunk, fucko.
Hazel?
Oh, well, that was easy.
Ma! It's me.
You're alive.
Yeah.
Over here.
Well,
None of that was real.
think so.
I'll be okay. I'm okay.
I believe so.
I thought you were...
Yeah, me too, Mama. It's weird in here. Look, the lampposts are going sideways. Good question. Next question.
Hey, wait. You look different.
I've been through a bit.
That's impossible.
As impossible as you asking Hugging Molly to help find kids in need?
How did you know?
I'll explain later. Right now, I need your help. I can't do this alone. I need you to trust me.
What do you need me to do?
Oh, I love that too. Oh, oh, fuck, that's good. Oh, so good. Well, the only real interactions we have had previous to this between Lacey and Hazel was that intro sequence where Lacey was treating her like a kid, like a child. Like, oh, just do your thing, and I need to teach you everything, and I need to micromanage. And of course, at that point, Hazel was a child. But here we come at the end of things, and look, we've said progressively through, I think, every one of these chapters, that it is a process of growing for Hazel. She is growing up. She is being forced into these reconciliations with who she was and her mother was, most specifically, and how other people function. She is forced into understanding that people are three-dimensional. It's not just what she experiences, and most distinctly, it is not necessarily how she's interacted with, but what's behind that interaction that quote-unquote matters. She's growing up. And her mama takes one look at her. It's not the clothes, well, maybe it is clothes, but takes one look at her and goes, "You're different." And Hazel doesn't spin out. She nails it immediately. Tells Lacey that, "Hey, I know things now." And she doesn't say it with rancor. She doesn't say it with hurt. She doesn't say it accusatory. She just states it. And suddenly, she's not a child anymore. Not in the eyes of Lacey. Now, most parents aren't that quick on the uptake. I will give Lacey this credit. Most parents, as far as I know at least, take a while to understand that their children are not children anymore. Some parents never realize that. But Lacey immediately recognizes it. And where we previously had them talking past one another, right? That's not what I meant. That's not what I mean. I need you to do this thing. Why wouldn't you do this thing? Well, I care about other things. They kept talking past one another. Now they are communicating. And immediately Lacey goes, well, after Hazel says, "You need to trust me. I can't explain now. Just trust me." And Lacey immediately, "What do you need of me?" That's all. Yes. That trust's there. It's just there. What do you need?
Whatever you do,
unconditionally,
hold on to this bottle.
I got your back, bud.
Keep that bottle steady. I got the rest.
Fucking love that.
Watch over her.
Love that. Did I ever mention that this game's fucking good? Did we cover that? Get your tenties off the field, bud. Get down here. Let me smack some sense into you. Hunger, hippo boy. Oh, you guys. I like you guys. Oh, shit. Fuck it up. Oh, gosh. Really? Every once in a while. Oh, big boy too. That's gonna be fun. Ah, fuck these things. Ah, come on. No, I want to crank his tummy tums. There we go. Whoopsie, what the fuck? I'm supposed to probably jump there. Oh yeah, it's a jumping one. Okay, too late.
Hold tight, Mama. I'm coming.
Oh, we're back. Good.
You okay? I'm good.
I'm Gucci. Crank jank it. Ah, wrong one. Fuck. Okay, oop, I haven't. No, I missed a knot. Shit, cocks, fuck. Okay, it just keeps taking him in. Oh, I missed another one. Shit. Okay. Roger, roger. Jibbity fuck! Got you, fucko. Yeah, I guess. Absolutely bombarded, you shithead. Right?
Lord, protect my baby.
The Lord doesn't live here, mama. I do like these medleys of the songs being played. Heh, fuck you. Dodge some shuffle. Too late. Too soon. That's fine. Ha! Fucko.
Think I got this far just to stop now?
Nuh-uh. Interesting little star motif Kushma has up there.
Let's finish.
Slam jammer. See him. Weebly. Oh, you fucking guy. Mine now. Wham jangle his doodad. Time to crank spank on his wimwam. Oh, the bug was in my way! Horse cocks! Ah, shitless. Oh, you want to use? Oh, big boy, too. Fun. Got a big boy on field. Nope. I want the tangle. Tangle get. And also want the bombardment boy on my side. Can I get him? I got him. Here's my song. Here's my sting. Got him. Oh, get out of there. Or just iframe it. Whatever works for you, I guess. Ah, shit, he's not on my side anymore. That's bad. He's kind of I need to put him down, though. Get that knot, and then we need to deal with Big Boy McFucko. Some of that weem on him and just wham jangle bing bong. Woo! Got him. There we go. Kuzma's done for bottle old bottle.
Get to the bottle tree.
She's not gonna be as fast as you though. Are you running interference, lady? You teenagers, am I right?
I'm not fast enough. You gonna have to finish it.
Okay.
Don't look back there.
Hi. Okay.
Finish it.
Marathon. Now mom gets to actually be there for one of her track meets, a marathon track meet. Nice. Got that little touch finished off.
This place again?
Where's Mama though?
Where is she?
Oh, don't worry. She's back in Prospero. Safe.
Is she though?
I'll send you back there.
Well, don't let me keep you. Send me off.
Oh, I keep my promises. Now it's time for you to keep yours. Remember on stage at Kushma's Cabaret, a favor for a key?
Shouldn't have taken that.
Well, it's time for you to pay up.
You want her on retainer, do you?
I need you to give this hairbrush to your grandmother.
Get in line. I have my own reckoning to do with her.
Well, then do us both a favor.
And why can't you do it yourself? I'd
Interesting.
imagine Kushma's
Right, I had
right-hand
forgotten
man
about
can
Bunny.
give a hairbrush to an old woman.
That old woman is what we call a false stitcher. Now, unlike you, she wasn't chosen to be a weaver. Instead, she uses a dark magic, killing creatures and tearing through the grand tapestry, leaving a trail of corruption behind.
That explains a lot.
All I'm asking is that you give her the brush.
What does it do?
It's a one-way trip to Kushma.
Kushma again? I thought he was dealt with.
You can't defeat the king of dreams and nightmares. You contained his hunger for now, but you ain't gonna stay put for too long.
All right, fine. Get me out of here, and I'll give Bunny the brush.
Yeah, the
But
face
that's
down.
it. After that, you and I are done.
I knew I liked you, Hazelflood. See you on the other side.
Right, we need to. Well, yeah, right. Of course, we need to face off Bunny. Of course. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Losing my mother again felt soul crushing. I felt drained, like I had no will left. worse. I realized this was exactly how Kushma, the king of nightmares, thrived. But I managed to break free from that illusion. I knew I'd lose myself if I didn't break that never-ending cycle. Bottling Kushma with Mama's help made me realize that together, we could handle whatever came our way. It filled me with more pride than any gold medal I've ever won. But that's not where this story ends. There was a loose end back in Prospero that needed tying up. It was time to swing by bunnies again.
Okay. I hope there's not going to be an overabundance of gameplay here. Just give me the sweet stuff. That's what I want at this point.
Ma? Mama?
Hazel!
Mama! I thought you were gone.
Oh, shh. You ran. You ran and ran until you found me. Oh, my brave, brave girl.
I didn't mean what I said when we argued. I'm sorry.
We have loads to talk about. Come on, we can go home. Or to Jolene's. I'll go find us a ride.
Hi,
I'll meet you
Monix.
later.
Welcome in.
I have one more thing to do.
What are you up to?
I have to go to the flood mansion.
Have you lost your mind?
I know you can't understand, but I need you to trust me one more time.
I can't let you go back into the mouth of danger.
Hope you're doing good.
Mom.
Yeah, I'm doing well. This is good stuff.
So
We're
much
just
bad
coming up
coming
now the
from
end
there.
there. We're just
You
coming
can't
up on the
see
end
what I
here.
see. Just like I couldn't see what you were going through. I have to fix this on my own. Make it right.
Come back to me, Hazel.
See you, Monix.
Promise me.
I promise.
I love you, my little bug.
I love you too.
That sounds like a farewell. Dangerously close to a farewell. Owl watching. That was Rougarou. Vengeance, anger. I bet you dollars to donuts there's something around here. Hi, Daddy.
I found her, Dad. I brought Mama home safe and sound. We're okay.
And that boy died young. Like, what, 27? And I can't crash that. Oh, okay, well. I guess that debris was made of sternest stuff. Sternest stuffins. Just running around on graves here. Cinder block framing around the... Okay, whatever, man. I'm not gonna... I guess he just did. That's weird. Alright, nothing here. We have anything? No, we have nothing. Okay, great. And why am I running around? Why am I fucking around? There's nothing.
Wish me luck. If I'm not out here in a few minutes, call the authorities.
Hi, Raccoon. Hi, Fox. All of the animals are coming out to watch us go away. Head to head with Mommy Bunny.
I don't know
Grandmommy Bunny.
what to say to her. What is there to even say?
They're all just lining up. Yeah. And this place is honked. Right. We knew that. We knew that.
All of this stigma was coming from her the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
If we can come to an understanding, maybe all of this will clear up.
Mm-hmm. Sure. An understanding. Sure. Obviously. What is a new lore? False Stitcher. There we go. False Stitcher are not chosen. They are made by their own misguided ambitions. Unlike Weavers, False Stitchers gain power through harming mythical creatures. The harm they cause tears through the grand tapestry.
All right.
That is exactly what we heard previously. There's a lot of stinky in here. Lot of them bad stinkies.
Lily? Are you back? How did you... Oh... You're more
What is lying
powerful
there?
than I thought.
Is that Molly's heart?
Why didn't it work? It should have brought Sherry back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You did something, didn't you? That's why the magic
Fucking
failed.
heels, man.
I heard your baby spirit crying. In a tree. She was in pain. I did everything I could to help her.
In pain? Or just in your way?
No, projecting much.
You have no idea what loss feels like.
That's fair to some extent.
When Cherie drowned, I was so raw it hurt to breathe. I'd see cars with those baby on board signs and just want to ram them. This town's full of people who don't deserve their kids, who beat them right in the middle of a store. Why are their children still alive and not my Cherie?
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. But the things you've done ain't right.
Everything I'd done was for Cherie. You had no right to tamper with her spirit.
You had no right.
Been tampering.
You've hurt everyone around you. You murdered Molly.
I don't want to hear this.
You need to change. To make up for what you've done.
I can't. I don't even know what to live for anymore.
Oh no, the Botox is leaking.
There is a way you can see Cherie again.
I don't believe in heaven if you came here to kill me.
No. But there is a town for folks who can't move on. Or won't. You can't do any more harm there. But think it through, Bunny. I've seen what happens to folks who can't let go of the past. Your choice.
Cherie's baby brush. She was so tender-headed.
There we go.
I'd get cross with her. Now
Don't kill me, I don't believe in heaven.
Brush her hair again.
Oh shit.
And you can, my darling.
I know who you are. It won't really be her.
You'll never be able to tell the difference, I promise.
I won't.
Not if you don't want to.
I like that this is consensual.
You're very kind.
I love that this is consensual. I hate that this is consensual. I love that this is consensual.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice, ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
I know.
I know who you are. It won't really be her. It doesn't matter. Not to her. Not under those circumstances. Bring the heart. Bring Molly's fucking baby maker.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you know what? Great symbolism at work here. The only thing keeping the mansion together was the pain. The only thing keeping the Flood family legacy together was pain and trauma. And once the trauma goes, the whole thing crumbles. Love that. Very good.
I got a lot to tell you.
I killed
I
Molly.
got time.
My flame is so low, like a fading ember. But I hear you, Mama, and I remember.
It's cute that they're bringing up the loved ones first.
Lessons taught about right and wrong. I was not so weak, but I
That's
was
sweet.
not that strong. The answers were there, you knew all along. 'Cause life is a fight to be won.
Mm.
Alone in the world and lost in the dark.
Cool name for the lead producer, Genevieve Forget. That's one hell of a name. Is it a dick move if I go, woo, Expedition 33? No, I'm also looking forward to that one, but holy dude, Cryptics, this has been good.
Searching for something where I came from.
Oh shit, this has been good. Oh, I love it that the... Oh, I love the little things. I love the little things, like Honey and Ayutunde, that you didn't need to do a boss battle there, they just found each other, showing us that healing is not an unnatural state, it can just happen, just so long as you let it. Love that shit. It shows us that the game writers knew what they were doing, and it also showed us that when Bunny consensually entered the hellscape, she acknowledges herself that I cannot let go, I don't want to let go. And there is a place where she doesn't have to. Now that is the fact that that is a hellscape that would siphon off her energy for, I don't know, time. And she knows. But here's the thing. It works. In her framework, it works. All of this works. Even when we see up there, we see, I forget his fucking name, Sack, I don't fucking know, Daddy, Trey, whatever the fuck. He was so shunned by her mom, by Bunny, after Cherie dying, that of course, Molly's gonna come and take him. Oh, fuck, this is good. Yeah, it has been. And really under the radar. I've seen a lot of this. So for me it wasn't under the radar. It's been a big talker. But I understand that it's not a, it's not a AAA product, yeah? I looked it up and didn't even realize it was launched this year. But there we go. Fuck, this has been good! Oh, this is a great study also in the moving parts of things. Where there's been a lot of foreshadowing, little bits in here and there, that are all tied together. And it's been a lot of red herrings, I suppose, where Hazel jumps to conclusions here and there, and her conclusions are sometimes correct enough and sometimes ass over backwards. But it's always been available to us, the notion that all the true bits have always been readily available to us. It's just that we are being fed a false narrative, either from Hazel or to Hazel by Bunny, or the catfish occasionally, but mostly Bunny. Notions that are demonstrably incorrect, but all of the bits that are available to Hazel at that time could absolutely be interpreted as, for example, Molly being a child-stealing monster, for example. And this is actually a great case study of what as we've been talking about, or I keep talking about, the moving parts of things. Like we started off this stream in particular. I was talking with Fennec about the moving parts of a piece. How you have, specifically when you have a one perspective storyline. And if you want width and depth to that story, you're gonna want several different threads going on through it, but you also, for the story to be cohesive, you want those stories to interconnect in places. And finding the good pacing of where you should connect those threads, and also how you're supposed to tie them all together at the end, that is art, that is the craft. And Compulsion Games, I see that they've written most of the lyrics here, which is, love that for them. They have been absolutely masterful at not just making all those pacing plot points, not just making all those connections work, but also misrepresenting those connections. And here's the extra little cherry on the top here. Not only have they made those connections, but they made those connections in a way that intentionally mislead if not us, then at least the main character, in certain key moments, not exclusively, but on occasion, on those few occasions where it really fucking matters, providing us intentionally with blind spots. And those blind spots are not manufactured by false information. They are created by the insertion of correct or true information at key moments. When those interactions, when that knot work, when that weave, as it were, that tapestry, creates an incorrect picture for us. And here's the trigger, here's the real thing. If you connect those threads at other points, it is possible that you're gonna fuck that up. That instead of that false perspective, you're gonna create a truthful perspective while you don't want to. Or it's gonna go over the reader's head completely. This is an absolute mastercraft at dealing and managing those moving parts. Now, of course, there are limited storylines in this game, except for Hazel and Lacey's storyline, and maybe Bunny's, that transgress all the others. Most of them are encompassed and segmented, episodic even. Molly's is an exception. And I guess Rue and Kushma. But otherwise, they are isolated, which makes them easier to work with. So you can have an isolated segment that deals with a certain question or a certain plot point, and when you have those isolated, you can surgically connect it in ways that you want. It is more difficult when all of that bleeds. Like, for example, you have with a piece of literature instead. When you can't segment one focal point in the same way you can do with gaming, where you have distinct levels, right? That simplifies it a little bit. Now, those cohesive segments, that does not have to be game levels. It could be novels in a book series, like Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files, for example. They're pretty good at that as well. You have one segmented piece, and then so long as you have that isolation, you can control where you connect that with later books or earlier books. Still, there's art to it, absolutely, but it's easier than if it's all parallel and it's all organic. Happens at the same time. So by doing it this way, they can focus on a few steady storylines. We have Hazel's understanding of her mother and the world, the coming to age story. You have Bunny's manipulation to try to atone for old sins, I suppose. And those two you can connect to the other segments in ways. Now you have sort of an isolation, two threads running through the whole thing, moving progressively through clusters or islands. I guess you could combine that with Kushma as well, to some extent. I don't feel like Kushma enters into this game until the very end, really. He's there, but he's not an active thing until the very end. So I would still considering Kushma and Ruse to be sort of capsulated on their own. I'm getting distracted by the music. Until Kushma came along. But yeah, it makes this sort of thing easier. Not easy, mind, but easier to manage. Because then you can essentially just, storyboard it. You can plot it out. You have those two lines progressing through the entire thing. As a sort of, they're also juxtaposing one another with Bunny's forceful attitude and solipsistic one, how I can benefit from other people's sorrow and how I can manipulate it to accomplish what I want. While Hazel, sure, she is motivated by self-interest by finding a mom, but in each interaction she has with the world around her, she is doing it from a place of empathy, as opposed to Bunny, who always does it from a place of egocentrism. But otherwise, they're doing essentially the same thing. Or, well, at least they're depicted, right? One is the Weaver and one is the Full Stitcher. Those are parallel tracks. And they bump against one another a little bit, and you can absolutely see Bunny sort of shaping towards a goal. To use her talents for this work. But otherwise, those are going parallel. And then all of the other little bits are just tack-ons. Well, that's downplaying it. That's trivializing it. But effectively isolated segments that those two lines move through. It's very well done. Holy shit. And they're absolutely hitting each of those points. They're hitting it out of the fucking water. It's also interesting, you could plot this entire game based on what thematic elements does the game bring up with each of our little segments. What is the thematic of the Benji tree? What is the thematic of Tutu Tom? What is the thematic of Rougarou, Hug and Molly, etc., 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 in regards to Bunny's and Hazel's journey? That's another way that you could plot this out and look at it, because at least some of those segments are absolutely meant to reinforce Hazel's journey, and potentially Bunny's as well. You could absolutely see Hug and Molly as a sort of strange reflection of Bunny, especially with what Bunny said later. How come there are so many people undeserving of the children when I was stripped from mine? I mean, she is one of those people who is undeserving of her child. She's undeserving of Trey, as was shown by Molly taking Trey. But still, you have these structuralist binary pairings, as we call it in structuralist analysis, where you juxtapose two things that are of same nature but opposing forces in that nature. They're tugging in different directions, essentially. And the dynamic between those, or the depictions and the split in the depictions between those binary pairings, often infuse the story with a lot of meaning, a lot of intent. That is a lot of what structuralist analysis is aiming for. It is looking, where are the binary pairings, how do they interimpose on one another, and how do they affect other binary pairings. So we have Hazel and Bunny, Hazel and Lacey, Lacey and Bunny, we have Bunny and Molly, and then how does Benji, or the Benji tree, enter into it? Benji and Rhubarb. How does the catfish enter into this? How does Tutu Tom reflect on this? This is not an analysis that we have done, but I suspect that you can do a lot of analysis that way too with this game. I mean, again, I just name-dropped a few of those binary pairings straight off the bat. Of course, Hazel, Bunny being the most important one, but I feel like an interesting one would also be Bunny and Molly, specifically. Molly and Lacey also has a binary pairing. They all have not just character interactions between one another, but it's more that they represent equal interests or equal agencies, or they represent equal forces. For example, Bunny and Molly, all matronly figures that seek children of their own, but they're doing that in very different ways. Lacey and Molly, both forces trying to help destitute children, going about it in adjacent but different ways. Bunny and Hazel, of course, both being capable of dealing with the strands and the weave, and both being involved in this world and trying to manipulate it and maneuver through it, but both doing it for similar reasons but in very different ways. So we have an opposite pull there. I bet you there's a bunch of that shit in here. And again, it really goes to show that the game writers at Compulsion Games here knew what the fuck they were doing. This is what happens when you actually hire writers, proper fucking writers and storytellers for your work. And not just ham-fisted to figure, hey, I have an intrigue. Wouldn't this be cool? Sure, let's make a game and make game mechanics around it. Or for that matter, here's a cool game mechanic. Let's just wham-jangle something to wrap this game mechanic around. This is when game mechanic and storytelling actually gel and reinforce one another. And for that, well, of course you need, you know, talented game designers. I mean, gameplay and game mechanic designers. But you also need proper actual fucking writers, storytellers. That even if they don't actively understand this nonsense that I'm spouting, I mean, you don't need to study literature science to be a good author. Absolutely not. Or a good storyteller. You don't. But then you need to have sort of a nose. You need to have, well, you don't need, but it behooves you to have developed a bit of a nose and an instinct for this stuff. And holy shit, they hit it out of the fucking park, man. So fucking good. So unimaginably fucking good. Oh, this has been a fucking gem. An absolute masterpiece. So happy we played this. And we have barely even touched upon what I thought we were going to be talking a lot about fairy tale construction and folklore immersion. I mean, it's there. But again, as we've discovered previously when we played games like Bramble, for example, folklore is difficult to talk about in an academic sense because folklore mocks academia by actively resisting categorization in a way that academia tends to want to. And folklore instead becomes just these, well, but wild-grown stories. There's no rhyme and reason and no mechanics behind the Benji tree becoming the Benji tree. There's no rhyme and reason why Molly is the way Molly is, necessarily, you know. Why is she a spider, for example? Doesn't matter. It's folklore. It's just magic that happens. They mentioned briefly it was a magical swamp. Kind of reject that notion. Much prefer the idea that this magic stems from the story itself. And didn't someone touch upon that in the game itself? Stories are true. I think someone said that here. We encountered that phrasing specifically at some point. Not that long ago, I think. Either way, holy shit. Ooh.
And that's how a new weaver came to be in Prospero.
Well, well. Not bad at all, Hazel Flood.
I appreciate it. I gotta get going. Instead, I'm eating Ma Laurent for dinner.
They're back together. Fuck yes. Oh, she told the story to Benji. Oh. Prospero is a bakery in my city. Well, ask them if they have, well, this nonsense. Oh, that was a cute cut post-credit scene. Generally, I'm not big on epilogues as far as storytelling goes. I feel like a good ending should just stand, and I feel like it was a good ending. I do realize though that you kind of needed to tie together the idea that you had an active narrator, right? The catfish started it off, and then Hazel took it over, and you kind of need to tie that together. Where is the narrator coming from? Now, I had kind of forgotten about it because it's non-intrusive, but you do need to sort of format that in a way that makes sense, I suppose. And it works. It was an unobtrusive post-credit scene. It tied together that Ma and Laurent was back together, or trying to get back together at least, and that's nice for them. Good for them. Ties together that Hazel now has sort of taken on the job of tending to this area, tending to these creatures. It's nice that she is essentially telling stories to Benji. I bet Benji would have liked that. And to the catfish as well. And 2 of those nutria. Apparently, they're just around. Just listening. And it shows that she's really accepted this role for herself. But then again, there's never been much of a conflict for her vis-a-vis the role. Ah, there we go, vis-a-vis. There we go, Fennec. There's never been much conflict for her of accepting that role, so that's not much of an ending. It's just a neat little ribbon, I suppose. But generally, I'm not a big fan of epilogues. Holy shit, this has been such a blast, chat. That has been a good one. That is a keeper, chat. Oh boy. An absolute mastercraft in storytelling. Good game. Yeah, fucking good game, C. A real good one, this one. Oof. And the music. Oh, so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah. That has been an absolute fucking delight. Let me, even though the music's real good, let me tidy that off for us. All right. Well, we got it done tonight. I didn't think we would. I didn't think this was going to be the last one. I think we had at least 2 more in us, but apparently not. And it's not like I think that we've rushed it either. Just wait until Expedition 33 music, completely different but still jizz-worthy. Jizz-worthy? Is that what I'm doing? Shit, is that why I'm such a soggy bottom sitting here in the summer? That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Ew. Why did I say that? On live air, too. This will be on the internet forever. Yeah, Expedition 33 is going to be real cool. It's going to be real cool. But before we talk about what's coming up next on the channel, let us send off the people who don't need to be here. Not that it's going to be immortalized or anything. Yeah. Shit. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out here while we do literary science to the games that we play. And capping off this absolute gem of a masterfully constructed gem of a fairy tale game. We do this work not just because it's fun, not just because it elevates the media, but for my own solipsistic needs. You see, narratology and storytelling are not just near and dear to my heart, but sort of my stock and trade because I'm an author, I'm a writer. Been a novelist for the past 10 years and written 9 books in that time. Started on my 10th now, and the planning is going well. Most recently, you can read me in the Patchwork Sovereignty here. This beautiful piece of literature can be yours, and you should totally pick it up. It is a noir thriller set in a post-apocalyptic Nordic folklore verse, which I'm really happy to finally be able to bring to you all, and you should check it out. It's available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print-on-demand copies, but if you need any help, there's a handy-dandy link down below. If you want to read something more or something else, why don't you check out The Last Box? Cyberpunk thriller about the spontaneous eruption of sapiens in a random slug of gaming code and the people who were unfortunate enough to have to try to reconcile that fact. Also available pretty much everywhere you get your ebooks or print-on-demand copies, but if you need any help, there's another handy-dandy linky down below. If you want to join this growing community here on the channel, why don't you join the Discord? Third link down below. And if you want to give a little bit of a kickback for the work that I do here on the channel, well, of course, you have the infrastructure of Twitch itself. Don't forget to spend your Bezos buck. If you have a Prime subscription, you have a free Twitch sub to give away of your choice. You don't have to do it here, but you should do it somewhere because it's essentially taking money out of Bezos' pocket, and there are not a lot of pockets upon this God's green earth that deserve it more than Bezos's. Or, for that matter, do what the channel is all about. ABB, baby. Always be buying books. Buy the books, review the books, or, just refer the books. Put them into hands of people who might enjoy them. It's all about distribution, right? So please do that. That is the point, right? So go ahead for that one. But if you don't want to do any of that, or you already have, and you still want to give a little bit of a kickback for the work that I do, well, we're not chat. The 4th link down below will get you to my Buy Me a Coffee page. It's okay, Judith Suckling is out there, and the expectations have already been set. Oh, fuck. Judith, did you hear? Did you hear what C just said? I'm getting a little rind. Still smelling good, though, my dear. Don't spend the Bezos bucks. He got married and needs to save up for the next divorce. That sounds like a him problem, not a me problem. Anyway, thanks so much, everyone, for being here. And before we get into what's coming up next, because we have words about what's coming up next on the channel, but before we do that, YouTube, hi. Thank you so much for joining us for this playthrough of South of Midnight. Oh god, it's been so good. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as well. You don't have to wait until next to see what's coming up on the channel. You can just, click on whatever hovering around my head. So please do that. Like, follow, or subscribe, or some such nonsense. I hate that shit, but it helps. But no waiting for you. Just click and you'll see more. So until you do, thank you so much, YouTube, for watching, and good night.